Wagwan people, wagwan. Long time, man. Long time when I come about and chat about some football. So yeah, here tonight to talk about some football, man. I mean, past couple of days we take a little break. Decide to refresh and come back. You see it, so whole heap of things happening already. Whole heap of things going on football, man. International football, especially with Reggae Boys, a whole lot has gone on, and they have to chop it up with you know. I know if any other youth them go forward on, but me I'm not gonna there if anything I would just talk about it all. Because as me I tell you, there's a whole lot of things going on, especially with Reggae Boys and all of that. So join in man, share up the content, like up the content and do the right thing, man. And remember, you can call in, you can leave a voice note, you can do all of the good stuff, man. So just jump on the stream and do the right thing, you see me? So wait until some more people jump on before we get right into it. But yeah, man, a lot of things going on. Over the weekend, I know the tracks going as well. Elaine them run, other people run as well. Rafael Nadal win a 14th straight, well, not straight, a 14th French Open title and all that. But as I said, they have to talk about some football. A lot has gone on in Jamaica football, and a lot has gone on international as well. So I'm here to talk about it with all of you guys. So just jump on the stream, man, and make we get it going. Because as I said, it's a whole lot of things that has gone on, man. We know that for one, let me just put it out there. Can now say that a lot of chaos is going on behind the scene. And initially, let me bring this up on the screen quickly. All right, so I was scrolling through since then and see this pan Leon Bailey status. I mean, him story on IG. They are going through and I read it and say, this is an official statement from the Reggae Boys. The events that unfolded Saturday, June 4th, 2022, a result of the popular phrase, quote, the straw that broke the camel's back, end quote. If you're not aware of the phrase, it means a minor action that caused a seemingly large and stubborn sudden reaction. The players were up until 3 a.m. on the morning of the match, tackling the leaders of the JFF after finding out that our flight arrangements back to Jamaica haven't been properly booked. This official statement is being written on June 5th, 2022 at 6:38 p.m. Jamaica time. We're stuck in Suriname and our flight arrangements are yet to be confirmed. To make matters worse, we also found out that the Surinamese national team will be arriving in Jamaica before us. Let me just stop there 1 minute quick because you tell me this now. How can you have a national team, right? And yet another team is going to be at your home ground, before you. How that makes sense? Like, this just don't make no sense at all. Right now, the man them stuck in a Suriname same way. And this is done to JFF incompetence. And it's something that they have done over the years. All this incompetence has shown over the years. And yeah, people them decide say, yo, the players then decide say, yo, enough of the foolishness. We're tired of this now, seeing. But I'm gonna go ahead and just finish up the thing, seeing. So um it's also saying that where that stop again. Yeah, Mirt is saying that this has been another example of the incompetence displayed by the leaders of the JFF. If you have failed to prepare, you're prepared to fail. This has been our reality as Reggae Boys for far too long. We haven't been prepared to be successful, and when we're not, we the players get all the blame. When in fact, it's more than just what happens on the field. Time and time again, the JFF shows that they don't care about the players or the state of Jamaica's football. We are drained, we are tired, enough is enough. Before continuing, we want to make it clear that this is not about the money. Despite not being paid for months, we still accepted the call and presented for the Jamaica people. For us, it's more about the lack of respect, transparency, and communication. We all signed a contract that JFF has breached multiple times. Some of the things included in the contract is proper hotel accommodations and travel arrangements. Yet still, we arrive in Suriname to couch beds. Shamar Nicholson and Ravel Morrison, among others, didn't join the team in Suriname because of poor travel arrangements. What is meant to be 2 to 4 hours flight turns into an around the World Cup. World trip, I mean. There were several instances where players arrived to the airport and to their surprise, no flight has been booked. The JFF constantly tries to cut costs that affects our preparation. Like, how can you have something like that happening in your program and expect that you're going to be successful? Nothing can happen like that. That is just total bull. And as I mentioned earlier, we now know that Dalton Winters packed his bag and is gone now. He's a goner. And I guess the players are happy with that, they know that he's not around anymore because he has been one of the main problems over the years. He has been the gensec and all of that, and he's one of the main reasons why the football is where it's at in Jamaica, and he's now out of the picture. The other man that they said that will also be out of the picture is Rudolph Speed, because he's also part of the problem, and just like how they want to get to the JFF president, that's Michael Ricketts and all these people, because I heard that there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that a lot of people don't know about, right? But let's look at it legitimately. How you supposed to have a national team and not even can make proper travel arrangements, accommodations? What the man them for go a hotel zine for go play against Suriname and a coach the man them have to sleep, and all that makes sense. And then the issue is, it's when we come here as fans and criticize Jamaica football and say, yo, we're not really paying that much mind. At them things are doing more time and the players them at fault are because of who they are them. They not do things so if you make the ball then got they go perform. Because alright, they know so they not pay the man them already seen. Yet still some of the money turn up and decide say, yo, they might represent the team, because it's not about the money, it's about representing your national team. So a lot of the money decide say, yo, they still a jump on and deal with the thing proper. Seeing they still have to play for national side, because they know some most players when they reach a particular age, it's all about representing the national team. So you look on that, seeing how it makes sense for you sacrifice all of that and yet still something simple as making proper travel arrangements, accommodations you can do. I mean, it's some man in and around the thing is incompetent. Seeing that is what me get from it, and this has plagued a lot of things football. When I look at Suriname, for instance, seeing we want to say Suriname have better talents than Jamaica, but guess what? They have a FA who's backing them. Seeing just the other day, I was looking at their team, and the main man for them, Charles Becker. This is the youth that are paying keen attention to plays for Union Berlin, Bundesliga, and all of that. And when I look at how the team is currently assembled, the man build the team around him and they make sure no say, yeah, this is our baller, this is our star baller, so we're gonna treat him proper. But now you look on Jamaica, we're not gonna say Leon Bailey are the big star, because Bailey's getting there, seeing in terms of he needs to develop more as a player. However, he's a big name for the team, and you have man like them, a Shaman Nicholson will just get moved, go to Sparta, Moscow, Rafael Marcinelli man there, and a 2 to 4 hour flight they can't deal with proper for the man them. How that makes sense? Me can't make no sense out of it, none at all. So I'm not say how that make any sense at all. Big up yourself, Alan. I'll go on family. If you want to jump on, Alan can jump on, man. We chat about the Reggae Boyz because them are one big puppy show. One big puppy show, man. As me I say, can't see the rationale behind it that a man want to be part of the team. Yet the man not cussing out about them pay, because we know so then that breakdown before in regards to the pay and all of that. But now the man then have something simple as a deal with accommodations and then can't deal with that. So how that make any sense at all? That can't make no sense at all, man. So JFF need to sort out everything before FIFA clamp down on them, because some similar we see happen to Trinidad before, where for them people used to have the one bag of shaggy until FIFA clamp down on them. So yeah, as I say, say Dalton Winter cut that at the Gensec. Rudolph Speed, as mentioned before, he's also leaving. But now the players them everybody is a push forward. Michael Ricketts, Fuzzy Gale, Bruce Gaynor, and all of them man have left. And the thing with it is that, and the beautiful thing I should say, and most of the YouTube man them push for this. So the man them the vlogs them and them push it until mainstream media jump on board now, and it's like, yeah, them start pushing narrative too. So they need to sort out all of this because just have a field campaign. Everybody start pointing fingers, say you're Tappa fault, this Tappa fault that. Bring in a new coach in Paul Hall. Yeah, he was assistant to Tappa, but the same problem that we saw before, and the same thing that still exists. Seeing over the weekend, it broke out that Paul Hall was going to resign. Hear that JFF beg him not to resign, and then again, hear that the players can complain about the conditions that they face over in Suriname and all that, and a man get up and start beat up in chest, say, yeah, we are the man, we run things and all of that. So players then decide, say, all right, On run things, man. So I don't say a word. Players then decide to do anything, but honestly, the state that the football in, you can't get a result from 1997, you know. Last time we qualified for the World Cup and them time the Mesa man just a bad. So since then, me not see my country reach no World Cup. Seeing? Never see Jamaica play a one World Cup. Never yet see we qualify for a World Cup. So you tell me say yo, me have to keep on reach out 30s, 40s, 50s before me see my country qualify back for a World Cup. That makes no sense fam. Alright, right now we have on a Portuguese jersey we can present Bruno and things in, but me's a German fan. Man see my team a World Cup and make have on me Jamaica jersey and a cheer for my team. You see me? That me want go on. Me no want there so a cheer for them aside them man. A Jamaica want cheer for so they need to get them up together and sort out all the issues that they have going on behind the scene because if they not do it, at the same problem we'll keep on facing and we've been facing it over the years. From Captain Burrell, we had issues with him. No Michael Ricketts coming in, we had issues with him. And we always say that, yo, man, them always a cry about them cash trap and all of that. Or is it that, yo, you have a federation and then can sort out proper marketing to actually get sponsors on board to support the program? It simply means that, yo, they're just not good enough and they're not competent enough to do their jobs because, if we're being honest, we do have the talent. Seeing, we do have the talent and people beat on the players them more, especially English based players say, yo, the man they're not committed to the thing and all of that. But yo, we could be honest. How can a man or a woman or the grandchild or whoever be committed to something that people don't respect you? The lack of respect is not there. Seeing? So if the lack of respect is not there, how we're supposed to pay respect and pay dues to things like that? That don't make no sense none at all, man. So that need to be sorted out, man. And Michelle saying it as well, man. The administration and management is a joke. Facts that, Michelle. No joke about it. That is total facts. And until they can get these things sorted out, it not going to improve none at all. It's not going to improve. But as we keep on saying, I really hope that it'll actually improve. But I don't trust these guys that are around JFF right now. Until all of them work, we're going to be facing the same situation over and over. I remember people, you can call in and I want to say about the World J15 or anything football wise I don't want to talk about. Just call in, man. The number up on the screen, to run on the screen, leave on a voice note and do all the good things, man. Remember, if you like up the video, share it, comment, do the right thing, man. But it's a stick pan Jamaica for a minute because, as I said, there's a lot of football related stuff that I need to talk about. A lot of other countries that partake in Nations League, Finalissima final, and all of that. So I have all that to delve into, but right now, just want to center this part of the show around Jamaica football. But yeah, as I was saying, notions push man, and it seems like it has reached across to them, and a lot of them are starting to step away one by one. But just hopefully, we just keep on seeing more and more of these people actually keep on leaving the thing because if we don't see that, we doom, man, we doom. But give me a second. Try get in contact. And once again, here's Michelle saying that who's the JFF accountable? Who's the JFF accountable to? But they do foolishness year after year and no sanctions. I don't even know if they have to give account of the funds and spending. That's something that I always ask about. I always ask about that, man. And I'm happily joined by a friend. Well gone, boss.
There. Let me know if you hear me. Yeah?
Yeah, man, may I hear him, man.
Okay, cool.
Well, you linked me yesterday and break the news to me first. Now I'm gonna run couple check and find out the story in the farm. Right now, it's a whole chaotic scene going on because me as a man the behind the scenes about to probably punch it out. They're not throwing a fist yet, but a beer word are gone. You
Yeah,
say
man.
Dalton will cut. You say
Mm,
Rudolph Speed gone. You say man
yeah,
them a push Bruce Gain and all of the rest of the man them to leave the thing. You have
yeah.
to say about it.
Well, me the hear about the whole punching business that it almost up.
Mm-hmm.
So, me the hear from some sources and thing. But I mean, it shouldn't reach a stage. Eh? for professional players. You get what I mean? Along with persons who supposed to be professional actually a punch it out. They shouldn't reach a stage. You see me? But but when we think about the whole situation, it brings me to ask the question: what happened to the team manager? Who is the team manager? And clearly, the team manager not do a good job. You get what I mean? And that's why I reach a stage because players shouldn't be worried about these type of things. I mean, the only thing you should be worrying about is playing. That's the only thing you should be worrying about.
But it me say the family can put up an article on the screen not too long and the man them a go Suriname, seeing?
Yeah.
And then go there, a coach the man them a fi sleep on. Weird. Which part you hear that?
Yo, a good
Coach.
sleep business that you know youth. Them that
Brother.
when your friend them a go play Call of Duty.
Worse. Worse. And then, yeah, the worst part about it. Alright, the man them sleep on coach, yeah. But the man them still go out there go perform. Yeah, the game might draw out and people might say, oh, them a draw with Suriname. But I tell people, see, if you watch that Suriname team closely, they are
Oh,
building something. They are
all
into
right.
something good.
I'll show you. I give a small background on Suriname team. The the coach
Mm-hmm.
that is coaching Suriname at the moment is a former Ajax goalkeeper, a former Dutch player.
See it.
Zane. Besides that, he was the one. I think he was at Aruba first,
Mm-hmm.
and then he went Suriname. He actually, I think, he came from Suriname. I think he has some linkage, strong linkage to Suriname. If I'm not lie, I
Mm-hmm.
think he played for Suriname before. You see me? Or I grew up there. So these guys see, and then they go for all the Dutch guys. Them those who were playing in Holland are of the ties and stuff like that to build the team. And funny enough, it's not like he has the team for a long time.
Nope.
You get what I mean? He hasn't had the team for a long time. So I guess he hasn't put his mark on them as yet. And knowing how the Dutch operate, they're all technical and very tactical and stuff like that. You see me?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean Suriname and then the Surinamese expect a lot because when the game was going on, yes, I was at a football field having a small kickabout. Full of Surinamese youth. Every single man glued to him. Phone.
Mm-hmm.
Every Surinamese glued to them. Phone youth. They're very passionate about football. Surinamese. You get what I mean? So when we went up, I mean, we I think we defeated them earlier, sometime a couple years ago, 2-0, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And they never had this coach. You get what I mean? Mine, I think we should have won the game, of course. You get what I mean? But
Stick up in before I forget. Your team is going to play in Nations League.
we are playing there, yes.
I keep on mixing them up. So it's Saint Martin or Saint Martin because when I store them in there.
You have both, yeah? You have
Yeah.
the one we spell Martin,
Mm-hmm.
and that is the French side, though.
Oh, so it's the
Yeah,
Sint is your side.
the one is with a Ten.
Correct.
Yeah,
I get the
that's my
correct then
side.
one.
Yeah. And what I thought they draw 2-2 today with Bonnier. Should have won the
Yeah, that
game.
was the game that I was in tune to.
Should have won the game, but
We'll get here because I'm going to ask you
yeah,
about it.
yeah,
But let's
yeah.
just brush up this.
Yeah, but the Jamaica situation, you man, it's crappy, man. Yo, I have been in a situation like that before, I'm not lie to you. I have been in a situation like that before. We were supposed to play Grenada. I think this was in 2016. We were supposed to play Grenada on a Tuesday, yeah, and we were supposed to leave St. Martin on the Sunday to have a training session. I think on the Monday. Youth, we didn't leave St. Martin until Tuesday 4 o'clock to play a game 7:30, 7 o'clock. For sure, yeah. When we reached Grenada, we land at 6.
Mm-hmm.
And we thought we were going to the hotel to at least put our stuff down. Man, we were going straight to the field to get ready to play a game for 7. The
Cha
game
cha.
started 7:30. Believe you me. And the end of it, I mean, it was 0-0 halftime. At the time, I think it was Anthony Mattis was the coach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we end up get 5-0. I mean, second half, jet lag start on everybody. But it's just a situation. Even so, we were supposed to come back on the Wednesday. We didn't reach back on the Wednesday because we have another game to play on the Saturday. We reached back Thursday evening. So a lot of flight problems. So trust me, even this team, I think we were supposed to play USVI. USVI was already in St. Martin training.
Yeah, but just like I mentioned, that reach Jamaica now because guess what? Suriname there now, you know. Yet the Jamaica man them still there in Suriname now. How
Yo,
that makes sense?
Suriname, brother. I'm telling you about the Dutch youth. They don't like to be late. If you ever late for a meeting when a Dutch person running it here and problem you, they don't like to be late, you. You see me? They're very calculated. So they're going to be early, of course. You see me? And it's sad, dude, because I saw the same letter that you read. It
Mm-hmm.
is sad to know that these players who are professional players, you get what I mean, has to be worrying if they're going to reach for the next game and all of these things. I mean, a height of madness that. That are just height of madness, height of
Facts.
carelessness, you.
Because
You
as
know?
I point out in a friend, the fact is that the man they are now get paid. And the man in
Mm.
really business about the pay right now. The
Yeah,
man is
yeah,
it's
yeah.
more about the lack of respect, the lack of accountability. Nobody now hold himself accountable for say, yeah. And then as me hear, me hear say, yo, a man go well, as then kind of the big belly man go up and say, yo, me run things. That me hear say go on in the dressing room with
Wait,
that.
wait. He's what, the general secretary?
Yeah, man.
And bear in mind, the general secretary are hired persons, no brother. They are hired, mean you can be fired. You get what I mean? You are a hired person.
Mm-hmm.
Mine, he's I think it's a board that can actually fire him. Because the president can't, many people have said the president will fire him. The president can't jump up and fire him. You get
Yeah,
what I mean?
just like how
Because
they can get up and fire the president either.
no, it is
Yeah,
not like
that's
that.
what.
You get what I mean? It is
And
not like that.
if him decide for resign,
You can't just say, boy, you're fired. The president can't do it. Because really and truly, the general secretary works for football, brother. He actually works for the clubs and the members. That's who he works for. You get what I mean? It's a board, really and truly, that can fire him.
facts,
You get what I mean? And I saw it work. You see me? So
facts.
that's why they were saying it is better for him to resign because if it reach a case where they have to deliberate for him to get fired, man, it will take too long. I remember we play tomorrow again. You get what I mean? So that was the situation they were having. You would have to have him resign.
Yep.
You get me? So maybe they agreed that listen, we're going to pay this package and all of these things for him to resign. Maybe it came to that. You see me? Because from what I heard, the man saying nah, step down from this thing.
Well, here's him
You get
resign
what I
though.
mean? Well, as me say, maybe they paid him off handsomely. We don't know. We are yet to hear the whole
The full
situation that
story.
happened.
True, true.
You get what I mean? But it has to be that they agreed on some payment package. Or some other post maybe down somewhere down the line and when everything nice again, they're going to give him some other role. Because I don't think he's going to step away from football. Which I don't really
Yeah.
know him personally, but I don't think he's going to step away fully from football.
But guess what I pre to friend now? A long time them problem up in the JFF, And I could just go back in recent history. I'm not sure if you remember the other day when I think it was the USA they were going to play and few players weren't available. And I'm like, I think in board, would say, all right, since as these men are going to be available, I
Mhm.
have a lot of people in USL, MLS. Why not just draft for those players as backup?
Yo, and that are
They
the
didn't.
beauty about Jamaica and you is that we have so much talent all over the world. And there are persons who are ready to play for this island. You get what I mean?
Facts.
Because when you look upon the money in the USL, you get me? Remember, these guys, some of them have no cap, none whatsoever.
Facts.
And a cap can do so much for them in pushing their value. You get what I mean? So they are always ready to play for the island.
You
So I
know,
see the guy.
I'm glad they brought that up, because they know spring to mind Nico Brett. That man
Yeah,
has
I
been
was just going to
banging goals
mention it. I
in
was just going
USL
to
for
mention this
ages.
man. Yeah, man.
And then you look at it now. It's when the man at 30 year old then decide to keep the man.
Yo, and you see the art, them type of thing, yeah? For him, even if he was 40 and they call him, he will go in a you. Because
Yep.
this is what he wanted a long time. And it helps his value. You get what I mean? The more cap you get as a player, it is better for you when it comes to transfer in a club.
There you
You get what
go.
I mean? Because you're an international. So it is, and then you get more PA and all of these type of things. You see me? So it helps
Mhm.
him a lot. You get me? So of course they're going to go. And I guess that's why the JFF and maybe the guy named Speed probably know these type of situations and know so listen Cavalier players in the Premier League want this. You get me? Remember, players in the Premier League, possibly. I don't know what the salary scale is like, but it's possible some of them probably getting 40,000, 50,000. Yo, if this
Most
man
of
get
them
a
might get
cap,
less, but all right, we can tell you this
they
much.
probably get less.
One club in Jamaica play ball of them. One.
Pay them
And
at
the
the
one have the
moment.
money.
Who are paying them at the moment?
in terms of pay them good.
Oh, like real good pay.
Yes,
Mount
man.
Pleasant
It's,
is
it's
talking,
my
right?
it's my it's my team I pay them, man.
What, Mount Pleasant is your team?
Yeah, man. I Saint I come from, man. So if I come from Saint I represent my Saint team.
Well, because you know what I realized? I'm going to stray a little bit. You know what I realized? That most of the clubs, they should have been doing this a long time ago. I didn't want them to get rid of the under 21. I didn't want them to get rid of that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But they should have been doing this a long time ago of recruiting younger players from the high school level a long time, just to bring up in the ranks. You get what I mean? But now they realize that we can do this thing and save money. You get me? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
when the season reopens from the whole COVID, when I check teams like Arnett Garden and the Abba have been doing it, these guys were 18. You see me? Now bear
But
in
guess
mind,
what?
you probably pay these guys probably $20,000 and they're good with that because they're
Yes,
18 living at
what
home.
make me nice, man.
You get
Happy.
what I
I
mean?
have weekend money to spend, man. But
They were living
I'm
at
glad you
home.
bring that up, because so since even me watch Waterhouse versus Veer.
Yeah.
Youth that start for Veer as a striker, that youth is 15 years old. A youth named
Yes.
Coin. I don't remember my first name, but I know that Coin is his
Yeah.
last name. That youth is 15. I them thing them I love say. Where hurt my feelings? When I look across over Portmore and say Rudolph Austin still a start.
Yo, you know why that happened? Because one of the commenters, the name Giovanni Reed, because you know why that happened? Because I think he said put one play the players and pay them.
He's asking, Gio, what I meant was that it's only one person that are paying them real good.
Yeah,
A
in
man
terms
can
of like,
see,
yeah, you can say you are going to family and we can actually do this. You
yes.
get me? But Portmore problem is because they had made promise to players who was there before in terms of payment, and it
And
never happened. You get what I mean? I know personally, I can tell you personally, because I spoke to the former captain of Portmore United, which is that
mhm.
I can call him right now on my phone. Good friend of mine. You get what I
Yeah, man,
mean?
show him, man, I could talk to him.
You have to give him heads up. You get what I mean? You have to give him
Whatever, man.
time and stuff like that to say, yo, I gotta link up on this. Because he's
Yeah,
a
man,
friend
yeah,
of
man,
mine
yeah,
I
man,
can
yeah,
talk to
man.
anytime. But he told me about this. Say, yo, they were supposed to get some payment a long time. And he said, it can't be that you're playing and then you can't manage your family. Worse when you have two, three kids. You get what I mean? That don't make sense. And then they have to be working part time and then
That
to
I
go
got tell you a while
training.
ago, said
Man,
that prove it to me, because
mm-mm.
more every day I go and watch it, I say, what me about Business House League? And me hear the same man that playing at the Premier League name I call for Business House teams. So I say,
Yeah,
oh, is that the man that work for the place there? So them play football for them to get an extra income. So me, all right, it's
yeah,
only
man.
logical to think that, how am I going to be dedicated to something that I have to be given a 9 to 5 and then
Yeah,
still have to make time for football? We can't go
yes.
focus on it and then football I want what me see as my job.
I'm gonna show you how far this go back, yeah? This gone back as far as 2015 with the same Portmore United. A former player of the national team, former player of Portmore United and a former captain of Portmore United. And them are people when me tell you say personally we spoke. Good conversation. They've been having this problem long time. You
Mm-hmm.
get what I mean? With in terms of payment and having yeah, that's why they go and play Bronx League every summer. That's why they go overseas to play every summer, you know. You get what I mean? Because it just doesn't pay. But I mean, bring us right back to the whole Jamaica situation, youth. Man, it doesn't look good even for players. You get what I mean? Even for players, it doesn't look good for them. Because for me personally, if I am an overseas coach, for instance, I coach in the Premier League, and I have a player playing for Jamaica, and this is happening to my asset. You get what I mean? Yo, this don't look good none at all. And the player, in terms of going back to your club and all of these problems arising, this don't look good. Real and truly, I'm not going to send you back. You get what I mean? So I am because you're my asset. You get me? So all of these things, they are problems for players also getting in squabble with the federation. Man, this can't look good none at all on both
Just say
sides.
bring it up, because all right, when I said coach, when I said coach not good enough, because of course coach good, but come on. Imagine you have your player at your club where you provide so much things for. For example, a Ravel Morrison, a Shaman Nicholson. Shaman Nicholson just went over into Russia for a good
So, yeah,
sum. So the man there live comfortable now. And the
yeah,
man can come back. is that me reach a stage in a life, you know, you tell me something, I have to come back from down on the stage, I go way back down to this, so just because me if it please you, because you're incompetent at doing your job.
And I think the players have been dealing with it for so long, and I think it's, as I say, I would say enough is enough. You know what I mean? Because it's just the other day we were having conversation like this, with the same set of people. Them. You get what I mean? And you're
Yeah,
telling me you guys learn nothing from this. You learn nothing. Like, when you tell a man, say, yeah, man, and him tell you, yeah, man, I change one, me a new man now. And then 2 2 you turn about the man and go do the same thing. Like, man, I'm going to get it biblical. The Bible call it like a dog returning to his own family. Is it me? Because we have to do better than this youth as a country.
yeah, man. As a Christopher said, man, say years back I heard only bigger Thompson said that same thing for now in regards to why they have to go overseas in summer to go play football.
Man, a real thing. A real thing.
Judge,
Is it me?
right.
I can tell you, me can tell you personally, even the two top teams at the time in Jamaica were Portmore United and Arnick.
Mhm.
See, Trinidad full up of them money.
Yeah, man. Can remember say even when they
Trinidad,
used to go a whole heap of time in a man.
dude.
And then
Trinidad,
Fabian Reed.
me and Fabian Reed buck up in the airport, brother.
Hold on. Fabian
Mm-hmm.
Reed, Kemal, Malcolm, all of them.
Tell you my boy
True thing,
too. The
the
tall
fam.
one, Sterling.
Yes, man.
Sterling. You see me? Me and them money buck up at the airport from time to time. You see me? I will talk about all of them type of something there, youth. And a lot of problems man them face youth because of them not get paid properly. So they might have to take loan sometime to go play, or them just go play. Youth, I mean, I show you something when them man go play for them team, where them get. See? And this, I think, happened to one of the guys them from Pope. He went to play Bronx League. Now I call him name for the program, is it me?
Nah, man, that good, man. That good, man.
He went away to play Bronx League, and one of the personnel from a team in Trinidad saw him, and he spoke. You get what I mean? And he decided that the man leave New York, went Trinidad, straight Trinidad. Seeing as the man reached, they were actually in the moment of getting paid. It was end of the month. The man get paid before him even kick a ball out.
Sweet.
The man get paid before him even kick a ball. Seeing the man get housing, the man get vehicle youth. This man a kick a ball all now, youth. This man a touch a ball, Seeing, and he were able to get all of these things. You get me? And he played for them, and man get paid handsomely. You get what I mean? You heard the man when he have to go back to Jamaica go play. Because he was getting everything in Trinidad.
Facts. And just
No,
like I
like,
bring up that, I'm gonna say when I'm bridging at the comment section, Rush Kyle, big up yourself, fam. No, so the other day I watch his youth name, Jonah McGregor. You must know him, man. Play for TG.
yeah,
Used to.
yeah,
You know, so what the artist selected in Jamaica right now.
yeah.
Yeah, man, the man named Shoko Boss in do selecting. Zane.
Me hear about him though.
I him, man. Him same one. Hot,
Mm.
hot, hot, hot. But then I watch an interview with him. The man I say, yo, he used to play a ball for TG, you know. He love football, you know. He not go around that. He love the football. Man, I always a play good, but instead I always a overlook him. Man, more never used to get a whole heap of money. No, you don't say COVID forward in that. Man say no. Long time I do selecting thing, you know.
Mm.
I say, yo, me I look on him and say, yo, my family they want to feed, you know. So me I go do. Man say, yo, me can just run a little session. And the amount of money when me making at that one session, me not see that amount time. None at all.
Real mess.
None at all. So it goes to show what we are talking about. Long time they not pay the youth them, but what we are saying now, you look on football. Football has become more commercialized. So why is it that man and man can go out and decide say, yo, we'll deal with some marketing. It's enough to sell some merch and make sure say, yeah, we
Yeah.
can get in people now, you know. But they not think. Right
Yeah,
now, if Arnett Garden smart right now, you know, then cash in pan Ronaldo see first, you know.
yeah, but then here's the story with the whole Ronaldo Sifa situation. Bear in mind, some of them money are probably not an agent, brother. Some of them money are the club president of them agent, like another club will contact the president them, and then they will say, yeah, man, we can give him for this. Yo, really actually the money not an agent. A lot
But me
of them
see
not
when
an
they
agent.
represent him now, you know.
Who that?
Nicholson agent.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
a good for
Me say,
him.
don't be surprised to actually see that man make a move come summer.
No, that good for him. Believe you me, because
Yeah, man. Me say make a move, man. Don't be surprised if you hear saying the down as Slovenia one of them places because that youth is talent, and if we can get more of them out there, get them out.
It's been a while. Me see somebody with such a raw pace, brother, on a football
Jeez,
pitch.
jeez.
'Cause I
Well,
think we
go on.
watched them play yesterday. Blessings on us. I
Listen,
think they
listen,
played.
listen.
It was Sunday, right? Yeah, they played yesterday.
Yeah, man. I yesterday, man, and he scored two.
Watch a man play yesterday. Mine, as me say, end product, a kill him, man.
But
If he,
yesterday, he was good.
he was good yesterday. You see me?
But
But
Gia, sorry to cut your friend.
yeah, man, go ahead.
Gia, I saw you in the comment section talking about some stuff about Portmore, so I wanted to elaborate on it. So go ahead.
No. It's because when I was going to school, going to
Uh-huh.
Glenmore, we had a semi connection with Portmore United. So all of the players, they used to go to Glenmore High School. We used to collaborate with Portmore United. So that's why I see a lot of past players. If you've been following football in Jamaica since 2003, 2004, when Portmore moved from Clarendon from Hazard United. So Glenmore had a connection from Hazard United. Then he moved to Portmore. Then we still had that connection. So a lot of Glenmore players, even in the summertime, they used to automatically play for Portmore on the 21 team all the time. Paul Wilson, um, John Ross Doyley, all those guys, they used to play for Portmore United. So we had a big connection. But I haven't really connected with none of those guys, so I don't know if they still got that connection with Portmore United. I know they used to get paid decently, not that much, but it was decent, you know.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Is right now in Jamaica, Mount Pleasant is the only club that is really paying a man good where a man can
You realize that
smile.
nobody going Mount Pleasant, right?
Exactly. That's the reason why most of the top talents just say, you know what?
Yeah, they're going Mount Pleasant.
Mount Pleasant.
I'm
They are
cooking. So what
going
about
Mount Pleasant.
Montego Bay United? I remember one time they were paying a lot of players. Are they run out of cash?
Boy,
It's a whole lot of things going
I
on,
tell you,
boy.
I tell you what. I think for a lot of the clubs in Jamaica, should actually take some leave out of Mount Pleasant because
Oh
their
yeah.
management is on top notch. The management team is on top notch. Club
Oh yeah.
itself, yeah, because
Oh,
all they operate. If you realize that is one of the only club in Jamaica, I believe, or maybe the Caribbean that has an academy at this start. Yeah,
oh yeah.
where these players they go school there. After school they train, and then they go to dorms, and then they go
But here,
school
my friend,
again.
man and man, I go and clap back at you and say, yo, it's a multi-millionaire run them still, you know, say
No,
it's a
fine
white man
arts.
and all
Yo,
of that.
people always say these things. Even over
Yeah.
here, people always tell us, say, yeah, man, but we don't have the money, we're small. Yo, bear in mind, brother, if you decide to get the structure, fine, you have the structure on paper. If you go forward to companies with this type of information and structure, people will sponsor this thing,
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Facts.
Yeah.
Especially with youth, especially when it comes to youth level. Mine, they won't sponsor big people business because they say you're big enough or you can work. But when it comes to youth, these people sponsor this type of thing. So when a man say, boy, we don't have the money, man, once you have all your things together, your books together, your information, and you bring it to top people, they will sponsor this thing.
Yep. I'm not into but I got two problems with Jamaica football. Like, but I always talk to this about my grandfather. Like, how much of y'all know about St. Catherine football? How much you know about St. Catherine football? So my grandfather, right? He's the president of the St. Catherine FA, Mr. Peter Reed. Well, I live. I just matter of fact, I just talked to him on the phone yesterday. We were talking about some random stuff, right? So I always talk to him about this, right? So my only problem with Jamaica football is that why don't we have a proper second division? You know, instead of when the teams get relegated, they split them into like four. That's some craziness right there. So the conversation that I always had with my grandfather is that instead of having just 12 teams in the first division, why don't you just have one full professional division which 10 teams, right? And then have a second division with another 10 semi-professional teams, and then they can get, and then after that they get relegated to all the various confederation, right? because
Yeah.
because because as you can see, right, a lot of times when a team get promoted to Premier League, they get sponsorship, get all that stuff, right? And then when they get relegated to their various confederation, they just fall off, right? Because there's like such a drop
You
off.
want me to answer that? Your name is what? Giovanni, your name is?
Yeah, man,
Geo,
let's call him Gio, man.
just call me
All
Geo.
right. Sorry. The teacher, I just want to call you by your right name. But Gio, it comes right back down to, as I said, when it comes to management, it's also financial, because some of these parish teams and stuff like that, they don't have the backing, the financial backing, that even when they drop out from the league, yeah, if you don't have enough money to actually run it, then it's going to just go all the way down. Yeah, and I believe why they don't have a second division again, it's going to come down to if the clubs them have enough money to actually run on a daily basis, on a day-to-day basis. You get what I mean? Because if they don't have all of this money to run on a day-to-day basis, then we're going to have the same problems that most of the big teams are happening right now. You
But
get me?
friend, stick up in for a minute. You know what's weird? You remember when Sandals came into the league, right? That was one of the teams that I thought could have built up something good, because you know that the man who owns Sandals has money and they have all
Yeah.
backing. So I'm like, going back to what Gia mentioned, they came in the league, was there for one season, and boom. When I hear about Sandals much more, Benfica, for example, from
Yeah.
St. Anne. Benfica came in the league around 2010, I believe. Since then, Benfica club died down. We don't hear
What about
nothing about Benfica.
the team that had the best field, the best field in the country for a while? Well, I can't even tell the last I heard about them. Sporting Central. I used to go to their
Uh,
match all the time.
yeah. They had
All
a
right, so Sporting Central kind of died down, because to me, what has
Mr.
happened is
Murray,
that
Mr. Murray.
some of the players has gone to Veer, some has gone to Humble
mm,
Lion. That is what I get at, because those are the two clubs that are really at the heart of Clarendon right now. But
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You see, but another problem is right. But another problem is right. But another problem is, I think that what Jamaica is doing, they're following their clubs is following the Argentina model, which is very wrong because Buenos Aires is a bigger city than Kingston. Like,
yeah.
why most of our big teams are in St. Thomas and no, I mean St. Andrew and Kingston, right? They can't really sustain it. Like, so what I proposed to my grandfather a long time ago was like, hey, why don't y'all just blow everything up, right? Just get the 20 teams, like I said, and put one in each parish, right? One in each parish, and it minus Kingston and St. Andrew, right? So that will give you what 12 teams, right? 12 teams, right? And the rest of the six teams you get from Kingston and St. Andrew, and then just call it the day from there, right? Instead of having
uh,
like
I pitched that idea across to Josh the other day, but here's the problem. Because you have to factor this in, Nigeria. You look at St. Catherine is big, so you cannot
Right.
have one team from St. Catherine.
I, I say, you know what? I say, you
But
know what?
why not though?
I,
Why you can't have one
All
team from
right.
St.
Look,
I
look,
say,
look,
you know
look,
what?
look,
You
look,
could
look
have
at
two,
this.
because I
Hey,
think
hey,
you
hey.
have two down by Wales.
Yeah,
But why
hey.
you can't have two?
Yeah, hey, you know what? I agree with you. I agree with you. You could put one team in Spanish Town, right? One team in Spanish Town, and then have like one team in Portmore. One team in Portmore. So you have two teams, right?
Mhm.
And then because really and truly, right? If you really think about it, right? Boys Town is too close to Arnott Garden.
That should
And
be
then
one club. I've always said it over the years. That shouldn't be two clubs. That should be only one
All
club.
right. But
one
here's
club,
the
right,
thing.
right,
Bear in
right.
mind,
And
all right,
remember,
go ahead. Finish.
Tivoli Garden is still close by, right? Tivoli
Yeah, but
Garden is still
we
close.
can't have them over there to control
Yes,
that. But
yes, 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 yes,
all
yes,
right,
right.
Pranav, chime in.
And then remember Arborview. Remember Arborview. Arborview is like on the west side, right? So that's all right, right?
Them good
So
over
there's
there.
no need to be no Port Royal FC, nothing like that, right? And then Cavalier and Santos, and then Augustone, whatever. Like you see, UA, all that stuff. They need to just consolidate because it's just too much air. There's too much teams fighting for X amount of funds, right? For example, like me, why me? This is what I propose. This is what I propose to my guy. This is what I propose, and whatever, right? If we could get some funding with the help of the Jamaica government and some investors and stuff like that, all they got to do is just build some stadiums that's like the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex are like a little bit bigger. Like say every parish got a 7 to 8 thousand seater stadium right there. So guess what? So all the fans from a specific area could go there. Like say Maypen and Veer. We don't need like two teams. We just need one team in Maypen because all the fans can't go right there. You know what I mean? And then Montego Bay, the second
Yeah, let's
team.
stop for a minute though, because I think this is what Pranav was going to get to.
I was going to get to the whole political thing, yeah?
I know, I know that is the problem.
It
You
is a,
see,
I
you
mean, you going to ask a man from Tivoli, yeah, to
I'm
come.
not saying Tivoli. I'm saying Arne Garden and Boystown.
Yeah, but
Arne
bear in
Garden.
mind Boystown, bear in mind where Boystown is, yeah, in Rima. which part of Rima is also different from Anegad in terms of politics.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you
Yeah,
a question?
go ahead, go ahead.
Can I ask you a question, right? Can I ask you a question? In order to support a viable business, can two football clubs really survive in those two areas? How much people you got in them area? How much
A
people you got
lot,
in the area?
a lot. I
No, no,
live in
no.
that area, you know. I live in that area, you
How
know.
much business? How much business people? Okay, look about Boys Town Stadium. How much people? How much people? What's the capacity of Boys Town Stadium? They're still standing around all the time.
There's no stands.
Okay,
But
right.
then,
Okay,
all
right.
right.
Okay. You
Hold
see
on a
So
that?
second.
here's the
Hold on a
thing,
second.
Chief.
Hold on a second. Let me just let you this voice note. So I think this is Tyrese.
Yeah, good night, Eleven. Good night to Frano, Las Blancos, you see me? Good night, everybody in the comment section. One more I find out from you still. This brother we used to, wait, I don't know if he used to, but couple seasons ago, he did a play for Waterhouse, left back. I think he named Thomas Tomlin, so not of them. But more I find out from you still, if I find out if the JFFT like call him, if you like non-camp or not like that.
All right, so Tyrese, to answer your question, yeah, man, I'm a part of the team, man. Even the team that played against Suriname, he played. So Tyrese, he's a part of the program right now, man. So his name is Ricardo Thomas, and his brother also plays
Okay.
for what was as well, Leonardo.
Yeah.
You remember? But quick question. Quick question. What's it called again? Bullet still have him academy in Jamaica or cancel that?
All over. Partly here, partly other places as well.
Partly in Jamaica and partly in other
Yeah,
places.
part is still there, man.
Yeah. Because I don't know if any are reside in the US and stuff like that. I follow Jamaicans a lot in the USL and MLS. And then surprisingly, if you think about it, like you got a couple Jamaicans playing in Belgium, a couple of Jamaicans playing in Malta, Slovenia, Russia. Like we got players all over the place. It's just like you said, because I think the problem with Jamaicans players right now, you know that when the UK they broke off from Europe, they changed their visa requirement rules for players. So you got to be in the top 50. So that's why I remember Rudolph Austin did lose his contract because of that.
Yeah, Leeds, yeah.
When Leeds was in the second division because they changed one of their visa rules. So Jamaicans, we got to find another way of going into England because remember one
Hold
time.
on a second, man. They already found the route.
No,
What they have done in that G is that they go to these minor leagues, as we'll call them in Europe. They go to
Europe, yeah.
Slovenia, Slovakia,
I think that's
Belgium,
what
and these
Leon
countries.
had to do at an early
Leon Bailey,
age. Yeah.
Yep.
But I just can't wait to see the Mount Pleasant. I just want to see them get more. I need I need I need them to look at it as a business instead of just a friend thing. I think
I think
that's
they
our
need better
problem.
marketers though. They need better marketers
That
for
is
the club.
it.
Yeah, but
That is what I think they lack.
yeah,
Better marketers.
yeah, but you know one, but I want to know the irony. You know the Jamaica Premier League is actually bigger in the Caribbean than it's in Jamaica.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll show you. Yeah, because for me, I'm not in Jamaica, and I download the Sportsmax app, and also subscribe and all of these things. That's how I watch all the games in Jamaica. And a lot, I didn't know there are so many persons, even in the States, that watch this league. They subscribe to all the apps and they ensure that they check out this league. So it is because when you look how many persons going to the stadium to watch these games. You get what I mean? Jamaica have to make the league attractive. Make the league attractive.
Yeah, but quick question. It used to be a lot because I remember when I used to go to Monday Night Football. But the only thing I don't like about Monday Night Football is like this was always my argument. Why every game got to play in Arnett Garden or every game got to play in stadium? You know what I mean? Like that's my problem.
They get a lot of support.
At the crowd. Bear in mind, Arnett Garden people don't need to know that Arnett Garden not play. It doesn't matter who playing. It's a crowd, you know.
Yeah, it's business. Business. Where the people going to turn out?
I'm thinking
because it's always full.
I'm thinking
correct.
I'm thinking business wise, but what I'm saying is that hey, if you if they put on really a good show, I think people will turn out in the Trelawney Stadium in Montego Bay. People will show up in there. You know what I mean?
No,
People will show
come
up in.
on, Gio.
You
Hold
realize
on a
it's still
second.
empty.
You tell me, say people. All right. You have a Waterhouse versus
No, no, I'm talking
Catholic.
when a team on their side, not.
Still not got on, brother. Remember that all right. Me personally, I can tell you from experience. I think you see the teams in Kingston carry way more backing than the teams in country. In terms of fans and all that, because
Yeah,
what you have
fan
to remember,
base.
and I say geographic location in country, Mobile United, for example, Mobile not cover one particular year. It's just a little section. Everybody says, all right, we might follow this team, and then again, you also have to factor in that you look at Mobile. Remember that Mobile have Wadada and all those clubs as well.
And they're not in
So
the league right now. Eh?
You see, that's the problem. You see, that's the problem. You see, that's the problem. You see the thing with Frena too. I think that we need to think the people in charge.
this
The
is, this
people
is
in
another
charge
thing as
need
well.
to think outside the box. Need to
This is
think.
another thing about Arnett as well, Gio. It has proper lighting. It is one of those stadiums are that has proper lighting. Most of them don't.
Oh yeah, yeah, that is true. That is true. That is true. And the minimum, and the what's it called again? Stadium East got proper lighting too.
And see Elton saying it as well that when MBU was doing well, Monday night games was hot in Mobile.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
in Mobile. Once West teams doing well, they got. Oh, he's saying that it's not in Mobile.
No, that it was hot. That it
It's
was hot.
hot.
That it was hot. That
Yeah,
was
yeah,
hot. Because
yeah.
remember, I remember when Montego Bay there. I think Brian Brown. They had Brian Brown. There was light in the league of fire. There was light in the league of fire, and then they start going there. They start going there. And then remember, to some point, remember a couple years ago, like this stuff doesn't happen. This stuff used to happen, but it doesn't really happen anymore. But you remember our teams used to loan teams to MLS players, and they used to play good, and they used to kill MLS, and they get contract and stuff like that. What?
Rushken look at the easy now, man. No say them man is a diehard TG fan. So yes, Rushken like saying that Arnett and Dagos have the biggest crowd following. No say them man is a diehard TG fan still, man. So they expect them to say nothing else.
But you
But
want to know? But quicker, sir, but quicker. But there was a point where the Jamaica Premier League was better than USL. There was a point. Well, probably like 8, 9 years ago, it was better. But right now, USL is so much better because I don't know if you remember this player, but Cadillac can tell. Remember Dan Kelly? Dan Kelly never used to score a goal in Jamaica Premier League, but remember he used to starve USL and then score one bag of goal and go back
But
to
you,
Jamaica.
you
Yeah,
remember,
I know. Service, playing field. I know all that stuff, right?
and
I
not
know all
just
that
that.
stuff.
They remember say the US soccer federation for them on the budget are like 90 million a year.
easily.
You get what I
Uh
mean? Jamaica federation budget are like 5 million a year.
no, no. But I was saying, if you there's a difference between USL and MLS. There's like a total difference. It's like they're constantly fighting against each other all the time. Because MLS don't do promotion relegation. So US is like fighting against it. Right now, if you be watching news, MLS can't even get a TV deal right now. Because nobody would want to watch it because the league is like dead. You know what I mean? Like I think that if Jamaica quick question, when did they suspend the relegation?
For this season. This
Well, last
season,
season too. I
Last
yeah,
think
season?
it's
last
because of
last
the
season and
COVID.
this
Yeah,
season.
I think it's
COVID.
because of the COVID. Yeah.
COVID. And then did you say last thing, son? What 300 million Jamaican dollar? That's the news that was reported.
But
Is it
you know
for the
what's
10 years?
surprising?
Is it for the 10 years or is it for one per seat per year?
It has why
It's
that
more
one
than
is
one.
not why. It has to be
No,
more than
no, no.
one.
I'm talking. Is it 200 for like? Is it
That's what I'm
like
saying. It's more than 1 year.
It's more than one year? Probably like a 3 year deal, then, right?
But what I'll say is that you know
Yeah,
that when you look at
2 years.
it, you know that they have a lot of sponsorship on board right now.
A lot.
Yes,
A
yes.
lot.
A lot.
When I look at Veer United earlier today, I'm trying to remember what sponsorship I saw on their logo on their
A
shirt. But
lot.
I think what the league is doing. I think what they're doing is kind of a little bit smart.
continue.
No, they're helping the clubs.
Yeah, yeah, but because I think Sagicor they're assigned to I think either Veer or one of them teams because so what happened right now, right? Instead of each club getting their individual sponsor,
Which they
what the
wouldn't get on a normal basis.
yeah, yeah. So I think what the league does now is they get, say for example, they get 12 sponsor, and each team get assigned a sponsor, so they will wear their sponsor on their jersey. That's what they're doing right now. Say for example,
Yeah.
right, Sagicor, they would sponsor, I think, the Cavalier. I think they just signed the deal like a couple days ago. They would sponsor a specific team, and then whatever paint company would sponsor a specific team, what a building company would sponsor a specific team, which I think is good. I think that they should do be like South American League.
Yeah, I found it. So actually, Veer is, I think, is on one of the only teams that has King Alarm as their logo across right here, the sponsorship across it. They're the only one that I've seen with it. I know
Okay,
that most of the teams has Chemtech and all those other people, but
Yeah.
Veer is one of the only teams that I actually saw with King Alarm.
I think
yeah,
all
yeah,
of
yeah.
them have proven on the shirt also.
Yeah,
Great management.
I think Proven is a main sponsor for the entire league.
Yeah,
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 because I
but
guess what's his name? Golding.
yeah, but the funny part about it, so when I first started watching football, I always used to think that one sponsor on a shirt is cool, but I think that Jamaica, we should just take on the Mexico style, the Central American style, the South American style. You realize all them man they have like 50 sponsor on their shirt, on them man have sponsor on the top, shoulder, back, on them pants, on their shorts, all over. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? You know what I mean? Like for example,
Yeah.
like if a team got to sustain with all on 10 sponsor all over them, like I don't mind it, you know what I mean? Because they need the money to grow.
All right, I know that we throw the conversation way off board, even though it's still Jamaica football. But either way, Frano, what I want to get from you know, because a lot of these people don't know. Some know, but some don't. Frano is the coach of St. Martin, so you guys drew two all since there, right? How did the first game go?
Drew also.
Yeah, man. Seems like
Drew 1-1.
It seems like I got Victoria.
Oh,
Picking
you
them
But
up
did.
like straws.
in both games, I think we came back to,
Whoa.
both games
Hey, is
because
he
we were
said?
down 1-0.
Yeah, a quick question. Are you Saint Martin or Saint Martin? Which one?
St.
Dutch or
Martin,
French?
Then
Dutch,
The
10,
Dutch?
one with TEN.
Okay, all right. I want to tell you congratulations on KC Carty getting. I don't know his cricket, but
Oh, yeah, yeah.
congratulations on him being the first ever Dutch, first ever player from Saint Martin to play for the West Indies. Congratulations.
Yeah.
I believe we're going
St.
to be around
Martin,
Thursday for a cricket show in Nigeria.
St. Martin proud of this man, like, proud gone
Yep.
up with 100%. You
Yep.
believe you me.
Yeah, but Frano, what's up with the schedule, man? The schedule is like crazy, man. Like people play like 4 games in like 10 days. Like even the bigger countries feeling it. I've been saying that in the
Yeah.
comments.
We're gonna get there, man.
Well, I think with the whole scheduling and stuff like that, because I think it moving close to June. This is a FIFA window.
Mhm.
Normally, it would have been going towards the World Cup time.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
get what I mean?
So
So, and then some players just finished playing club league and all of that. So they
Correct.
had to do this because then again, persons going directly now into preseason shortly.
oh
You
yeah,
get
yeah,
what
yeah.
I mean? Yeah.
Because normally when a World Cup here, the World Cup would happen in the summer. So what will happen? They would take like a week break. Then they will play. Then they meet up with the national team and they'll play like 2 or 3 friendlies,
Friendlies and then
friendlies. Then they start the World Cup. But now because of that World Cup, it pushed these important games up.
Hmm.
And then because if you realize all the big leagues now in Europe are start August, early August.
Yeah, but this is what I'm going to tell you that Fran just
yep.
mentioned. Most of the clubs preseason actually starts the 27th of this month. Yep.
Yeah,
Preseason starts the 27th.
So that's why they have to do this. And bear in mind, it was already on the calendar. And I
oh
guess
yeah, yeah.
because of it missed COVID, I think they missed 1 year because of COVID. So
Yeah.
I don't.
they had to
No,
put it
I
back
don't
on the
think it's
calendar really
because
quick.
I don't think it's because of COVID.
It plays a part, man.
No,
Yeah.
because it was supposed to happen, I think when COVID hit. So they had to change the date.
Yep.
Oh yeah, and remember, FIFA took out the. Remember, you normally got internationals in March. Remember, they took away that.
Yeah, I
I
think
think
they
they
had
took away
stopped.
one
Yeah,
of the
but they took
windows, right?
away
They
one
took
of the
away one of the
windows.
windows.
Yeah,
I
they
think
took
it's
away
either
one of the
March or
windows.
April, right? Because remember, right after Champions League, I think quarterfinal or quarterfinal,
They
they
took away one of
normally
the
go.
windows. Yeah.
Them take one at window, and then because right now, when the World Cup happened in November, World Cup happened
November,
in
December.
November, so them
Hmm.
are, so them are, so them are go pause the season. So because I was like, you know what, it's time to watch a different sport because football normally shut down. English Premier League normally shut down except like football on this side, like Argentina, whatever, now might play. Well, now might shut down for the summer. And then I was looking on the schedule, live scores and stuff like that. I'm like, damn, man, these guys are about to play because they got some. Because I'm in Florida, I'm like, damn, some of these guys are about to come play right now. Because normally I would expect them to come play in July and August. I'm like, damn, they're about to come play next month, which is like early as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Fernand, I think today's comeback was way better than the first one because you guys were what 2-0 down,
Good. Good.
early out.
But funny enough, may I tell you, Ryan, because at the moment I am not in Curacao with the team. Yeah, because family reasons and stuff like that. So I didn't travel and all of that. So, but I still have the update and everything. But with in terms of the comeback, because what really happened, some stuff happening, you that people don't actually see behind closed doors. Don't look. You think Jamaica have problems, you? A lot of national teams have problems, but it just don't come on the forefront for most countries. You see me? Because if some persons maybe watch a game, I mean, we should have win that game here with ease, man. I mean, knowing that Bonnier is one of the toughest teams in the group at the moment. Why? Because some of the players you see playing for Bonnier, they're, we should call it, the Curacao left over them who never get picked for Curacao, but they are eligible to play for Bonnier.
Mm-hmm.
So they went over to play for Bonnier. And I mean, Bonnier first game, they won 4-1 versus Turks.
Correct.
And yeah, Turks is being coached by a Jamaican, I think, Edwards.
Andrew?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh,
Same one, I think they call Tiger. I think he's the one coaching Turks at the moment.
oh,
So they
hey,
got 4-1.
Yeah, because we have had him on the show before,
Yeah, they got 4-1. And trust me, the guy
No,
that's
it's not Andrew, it's Omar.
Omar Edwards, I think.
Yeah, man, Omar used to coach TG, I think.
Yeah, before he went. So Bonnier have some good players, really good players, especially in the forward line. Very aggressive, very fast. You get what I mean? And I believe St. Martin did really well in stocking and create the two opportunities because in the final part of the game, they got 3 clear opportunities. And this was like in the last 5 minutes of the game. 3 clear opportunities didn't finish. You get me? And they needed to win this one. Reason being because Bonnier was already on 3 points.
Mm-hmm.
You get
oh
what I
yeah.
mean? And they had a +3 goal difference. So winning, if St. Martin had won this one, then they would have gone level on points. You get what I mean? And then going to play Turks next week. Get me? Turks is not in the best of form. They lost 2 from 2. You get me? No, that would have been an opportunity to actually take top place.
Just like I mentioned it, I'm looking at the Bonnier team. The number 11, Montier, he actually plays in Romania.
Oh yeah.
They have good players.
Hey, quick question. Your cousin team is playing tonight. Curacao. Curacao is
Yeah, I
playing
think they
tonight.
have Honduras tonight.
Yeah, they're playing on this,
But
but
we're curious of bad blood sometimes, Like
bad blood.
yeah.
But can I ask one question? This relates to the Netherlands, right? Netherlands Antilles. Do y'all have the same problem that Suriname has, where like 90% of y'all good players they play for Netherlands?
No, not really.
Not really,
No.
because you know
In
that.
terms of play for the Netherlands national team.
Yes, because you know that. Yeah.
We have one, I think he played in the winning under 17 national team of the Netherlands.
The under 17. You were under 17 that just
Yeah,
went
the
on like
year
that.
no man, no, not the, I think the year they won under 17 World Cup, I think, if I am not mistaken. The Netherlands, I think.
Okay.
And he was a part of that team. He's a St. Martin, like born and bred St. Martin at that.
What's his name?
Toshio Lake.
Go again?
Toshio, Toshio.
Yeah, but you want to know something funny? You want to know something funny?
Yeah,
You want to know
right.
something funny? So I don't need people in the comments to like take me no other way, right? But you know something funny? Have you ever seen the Netherlands team? Seen the Netherlands, the real Netherlands team, right? This relates to Saint Martin and Curacao
Yeah.
and
I like to
Suriname
have that
team, right? You
background.
see them, right? You see them team, right? You see them team, right? Those people, you know that you know that their family is from the Caribbean. You know that,
Yeah.
like Timber, like I think Timber, Depay, Van Dyke.
All of them, have relative from, especially from Suriname and Curacao.
Mm-hmm.
A
I know
lot
like
of them have
the
that.
players a lot of Ghana connection.
Yep. Even Jadon Sancho, his family from Trinidad.
I know, man. But Christoph was asking when Saint Martin play again. So they play on
The
the
11th.
11th and on the
Yeah, play on the
14th.
11th. The
The
14th,
11
they're
and the
going.
14th.
Yeah,
Whew.
they're going to Turks
Turks.
on the 14th.
Yeah.
But that again is another headache because some persons are not vaccinated, so they can't travel
They can't
Damn.
travel to Turks.
to Turks. No, even some of the coaching staff, they can't
I,
travel to Turks.
I thought it was strict. I thought it was strict in the Antilles to vaccination.
No, no,
It's
you're not even forced to do it. You do it if you want.
it's not even strict like because I know Barbuda,
No,
because I
no,
know
man.
Antigua is
Well,
like that.
not even in the Netherlands. In the Netherlands, no, they don't even go hard on it to vaccinate. Not even in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
So here they just ask if you want to get vaccinated. No, all right, fine. Man,
Oh
you
yeah.
do it if you want.
Oh
My
yeah.
friend, I'm looking at it right now, and record against them. Not supposed to play against them twice already and lost both of them.
Yo, and I was there for those two youth. You don't even want to hear this, the madness that take place.
They say get a 5-2 and a 3-2,
Yo,
eh?
man, I swear, yo, I mean, can tell you, like, I remember all the goals vividly in my head in the youth because I don't, when it comes to these things, I don't miss. Youth is one thing when sometimes people cuss coaches in the youth and say coaches are the problem in the youth. But when you can give players direct instructions, yeah,
Mhm.
because we already, all of these teams who we play, we already have video analysis on every single one of them. Every single team that we play, we already have video analysis on every one of them. Yeah. And we already gave persons instructions who to do what. Yo, they're so detailed when it comes to the Dutch, very detailed. Even for set piece, you set piece, who's to go where, who's to be rest defense, how to take the set piece, all of these things you already get instruction. And when it comes to a corner, and man go out there and decide to do their own thing and change, and then it cause a goal, man, you have to be really mad with players when they don't do the right thing. You get me? All of those goals were mistakes in the youth.
So I want to ask you
Simple
a question
mistakes.
about some other team. This Gerwin Lake fella. What
Yo,
would you say?
yo, really good. Yo, if that man playing a Jamaica League in Bangor youth, I tell you, like Bangor, brother, me, I tell you.
Yeah. Also, how was the quality of the St. Martin League?
Our league are not the greatest, I'm gonna tell you the truth. You have players in our league who is not supposed to even be in the league up here. At the moment, and I can tell you guys
Oh my.
this, it's not official, but I can tell you there are players here that we are talking to some, and I won't call a name. They have a sports management in Jamaica that we're trying to get some players under their guidance to play in Jamaica at the moment. You get
Lovely
me?
idea.
Because as I said, there are players here playing the league youth. Trust me, shouldn't even be playing in the league. Reason being, they're really good players. And they need to play elsewhere where persons can see them and the talent can be elsewhere.
Oh,
Because
oh,
really and truly, they're not fit to be in the league. It's like your quality just go down because you have to match qualities. You
oh
get
yeah.
what I mean? So
Oh yeah.
That's just like how you're talking about CFAS. CFAS
CFAS, right?
outgrade this league,
Yo,
man. CFAS must leave Jamaica
serious,
now.
serious, dude,
Oh yeah.
serious. And these guys are 18 in a youth.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I
Our
think
league, go ahead.
yeah, I think one of the problem is what's called again? You know the French, right? You know the French, right? I wish the Netherlands entities was set up like the French because
It's
teams
different, eh?
because teams that play in like Guadeloupe and Réunion, they actually play in the French Cup,
Yeah, yeah,
so they
yeah, yeah, yeah.
actually get seen. So they
All
actually
right.
get seen.
I'm going to tell you this now concerning the French Cup because I won't call, as I said, I won't call the club's name, but there's a French club over here. There are French clubs here who I have had meetings with, yeah, because they want me to come to the French side to coach their team. Reason being, they participated in the past
Cool.
Caribbean Caribbean Shield, I think.
Or the
Yeah,
CFU Shield.
the Caribbean Shield, the club
Yeah, yeah,
Shield.
yeah.
They participated in that. They wanted me to go with them. They wanted me to coach a team. I wasn't available. Now they're looking to play in the French. They have a French league where a cup where Martinique champion, Guadeloupe champion, French Guyana champion, on the French side, and they will have their own French cup. Also, they're looking to participate in the Coupe de France.
No, no. I'm saying. I'm saying by right, all French departments, overseas department,
Yeah.
even teams from French Guiana, each of them got an open spot to participate in the French Cup.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like a crazy. It's like a crazy story. It's the only team that happened to, right? It's the only team. It's
And French
almost
Saint
like
Martin, French Saint Martin is probably the only team not in the cup.
yeah. Because it's almost like say Jamaica. It's almost like say if the Jamaican national Premier League champions will play in the FA Cup. That's
Yeah,
how the
yeah, yeah,
French Cup
yeah,
is.
yeah.
That's how the French Cup
It's a big thing. It's a big thing.
is spread out. They play in the X. So you
Yeah.
got French teams traveling all the way from Rio, which is by Madagascar, to go play
Yeah.
teams in France.
Mhm.
To go play teams in
And
France.
if, as I said, it is just up to me to take up the role to actually control a team to travel with the team to France. Yeah. But
Yeah,
then
yeah.
again, they want me to vaccinate, and that is because the French they are different. You get me? In France, you have to be vaccinated, brother.
Oh,
You have to be vaccinated.
but the irony is, right. But the irony right. This is what I don't. This is what I never understand, right? So so I know that y'all I know that y'all kind of fall under the semi EU rule just to some extent because you have territories and stuff like that. So what I never understand is like why Saint Martin and Saint Martin don't have like a combined league. Say 16s on this side, 16s on that side.
Hey, Gio.
I know it's a lot of politics, but a lot of people don't really think outside the box
All
to
right,
move
Gio, hold on.
forward.
Let me explain that, Gio. 'Cause you look like a godsend in you. So it has been in the pipeline. I'm gonna tell you that. And as you said, political reasons has been causing it not to come to fruition. I know. But for this season coming up, it is maybe a 70% chance that it will happen.
It's like I know.
No
It's
man,
like I
no
know.
man, no. I because here's the thing. I have had conversation with both sides. Get what I mean? The general sec from the Dutch side, I like my real good friend like this. Eh? The general sec on the French side, who I have had some conversation with. Yeah, and it is looking closely like possible. Yeah, possible. Yo,
Oh,
Gary, anytime you come through again, give me a link. But it is possible that it will happen. You get what I mean? Because as I said, the players on both sides want it. Because it has been causing a lot of problems in you. You get me? Because here's the situation. You have players on the French side who wants to play in the Dutch side league. You get me? Because both of them don't start at the same time. But it is not possible to play on both sides. It is just not possible. It's like a man a play in a France and a man play in England at the same time. It is just not possible. You get what I mean?
but that's how you said it don't start. The league don't run start at the
All
same
right,
time.
here's the thing. So it's like the Dutch side league maybe start October, and then the French side league probably start in January. But bear in mind, the Dutch side league also runs into the other year.
Okay,
So it
okay.
is going to be a case where you're going to be playing on both sides, which is just not possible.
Okay,
You
okay.
get me?
I understand because yeah, technically because the thing about that makes y'all different because the thing about y'all technically the people over there they're technically Dutch citizens, right? It's not like and
Yeah,
that's the EU
yeah.
right there. They're part of the EU and
No,
it's
funny
supposed
enough,
to technically be free travel. You can go on the
all
other
right.
side.
No, no, let me explain that now. Let me explain that. So on the Dutch side, yeah, if for instance, so Ryan, you're Jamaican and you
I am
you
mixing
probably
me up with Ryan.
God, what I'm saying Ryan, live on. Crap. You know live on. So you and your wife live in this country, French Saint Dutch Saint Martin, yeah?
Mhm.
No, you have a child here. You see that child will have to carry the passport of the parents. You don't get Dutch passport, brother. The child doesn't get Dutch passport.
What if
You get what I mean?
what if their actually parents are actually from like Dutch Saint Martin or whatever
All
whatever.
right. If you are a born Saint Martin person,
Mhm.
you do get a Dutch passport. But the thing is, if the child is from another foreign country and it doesn't have a local parents, you have to get the passport of your parents. You get what I mean? So what happened? Because they don't own their own passport. That was the problem. They don't own their own passport. It's not like if you were born in the Netherlands, you will get a Netherlands passport because what? you were born in the country that issues the passport.
or
But
or
the fact that you don't your parents are not from here. Yeah, like my daughter born here, but she have to get a Jamaican passport because none of our parents are from the island.
it's almost similar to Puerto Rico, right? Puerto Rico are not American citizens, right?
No, you're
They're
Puerto Rican.
American nationals.
Yes.
They got an American passport, but it doesn't say American citizen. It says American national. So they can do almost everything as American, but they can't become president
And that's the
or
difference
hold
here.
office.
Because here, as much as you are born, even if you're born here, the Netherlands really don't see you as a person from the Netherlands,
Okay, so it's not.
The
That's
person
So they,
from
that's the
here.
difference. That's the difference when I look at France and England, for instance, because you know that UK, I should say, not England, UK.
Yeah,
So
they see you
France, now
different from
you know that once you're born along in one of the French islands, you can become the president of France. Just like with UK, you can
Yeah,
be
yeah.
born in Scotland, Ireland, wherever you're born.
But it's
They
different
can
here.
become the prime
Different
minister of
yep,
here.
France.
yep, yep,
Because
yep.
they have the difference with the French and the Dutch. The French are directly under France. So if
Yes,
France needs them and they catch a cold. Here though, as much as you're colonized by the Dutch, you have your own constitution. You don't have to do what the Dutch says over here.
yeah. Because France is one of the few countries that actually got like say for example like the French president, he's overall in charge of the Saint Martin and French
Caribbean.
Guyana, and those are
Yeah.
French citizens. It's not like oh the Queen overall still a head of state of Jamaica and we still born Jamaican. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
But I'm going to shift the show now to some other teams that took place international fixtures, Nation League. So, as I mentioned, well, first up, for congratulations to Argentina, they won the Finalissima trophy over Italy. And as I mentioned,
The Tiki Taka trophy.
I don't
Yeah.
know why
Easy.
Mancini decided that
No,
he was
man.
going to play Chiellini, Bonucci, and all those
I
At the
think
fellas,
it was
last
killing the
game,
last
man.
game. Killing the
The
last game.
last game.
and not send them off in that this way, man. Go and go send them off in unfriendly.
No.
But
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 Italy
see,
been
you
going down.
no, but
But
brother,
Italy
you
got a
take this
problem though.
seriously.
Italy got a youth problem. Italy don't really bring that much youth players.
and they do have a lot of good youth talent.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they
Because
don't bring.
if you look at their league, the league itself is filled with a lot of youths that are coming through and they're actually decent talents. But
Listen to
all
me.
right,
It's
If
not
me
as
and
fast
Italy, I am
production
not
as.
taking this seriously either. I wouldn't take this seriously. These
Yeah, I
guys are
wouldn't
just
take it
building
seriously.
trophies and building all sort of things.
I
I
think
Yeah,
someone take it seriously. I just
yeah,
laugh of this trophy,
yeah,
but
but yeah, but
honestly,
also, I think we gotta give our back to what you were saying. I think we
and
gotta give our condolences to Belgium, the frauds. I'm just telling you, man. I'm just telling you, man. I'm just telling you, man. That's the most. The Belgium team is like the England team. England team
no,
with
hey,
Cole, Lampard, and Gerrard, and
yo,
Ferdinand. I'm telling you,
but
Belgium is a fraud. Like, did they ever make? Did they even make a
yeah,
European
yeah,
Championship final?
why is a jumping, man? I'll get there, man.
Alright.
But what I was pointing out, when I look at Italy, for example, they played against my team just a couple days ago. And they
yeah,
played against them is pure youth, you see. Pure youths. Some
what,
people
what
even wonder where are these youth playing. For
what team?
example, the guy that assisted the goal, Noto, a lot of people don't know him. Why? That guy is playing in Switzerland. He plays for FC Zurich and he was brilliant for them.
The
He's
man that
what,
look like him
18
on
years
Jet
old.
Daddy.
Go again?
I wonder if he might have wanted them play there. I wonder if he might have wanted them play there.
He's a dark fella.
No. I'm talking. I wonder if he wanted them play there. Or did they clamp those stuff in Italy?
Go again.
You remember this player named Mina or Mila? They used to play for Lazio. That was a very rampant issue in Italy when they used to fake their ages. So I'm just saying.
Brother, come on, man. But even some of the guys that came on. All right, for instance, the guy that plays for Sassuolo, Fratesi, youngster, got his debut. Few others that came on, youngsters as well, and they did get the opportunity. So I'm saying Italy does have talent, but they're just not getting through. But congrats to Argentina and keep it rolling. That's now what I think it is 30 odd matches unbeaten, 20 other 30 odd matches now
Not
unbeaten. But
34, almost 34.
yeah, but here's the problem: they're on a long unbeaten run, and it's going to be broken at the wrong time for them. If I was Argentinian fans, I would start fretting right now because going to the World Cup, I don't want to have a long well, I have an unbeaten run going, but I wouldn't mind England break it tomorrow.
I
Because
don't mind losing it, right?
yeah, man,
Because it
a 10
always,
match
because it
unbeaten, me like
always.
a boss. Me dep on a 10 match unbeaten, and I know I'm gonna work up with it.
What's your team?
I know
German,
you're wondering. One German,
German,
brother, straight.
Rough Germany.
But
straight what? Straight Portugal.
no, brother, I'm a German fan.
The man are just full of shirt, man. That's
If you look at the back of the shirt, there's a particular United player name on the back. That's why I'm wearing it.
Oh, Nani,
No, bro.
Ronaldo,
No, bro.
Fernandez.
Yeah, brother, there's it. It's the number
Oh
11.
my god. Yo, can't believe when you really wasting the money by these things, the good.
I can't tell this much. Trust me, I never bought it. I
Oh,
don't buy. Frano, if there's one thing I don't do,
crazy.
I will buy a jersey that supports my team, and that's Germany. If it's not Germany, you're not get me by that. But
Okay, so about your club team, you know, about team for support the club team.
yeah, I have jerseys for my team, but right now I wish I
How
never
about
spend. I wish I never spend money on them because right now I regret it.
I have a United jersey and I have a Real Madrid jersey.
I
I
have
have a
many United.
Dortmund jersey. I have
I
a
have many
Dortmund
United
jersey.
jerseys, and I wish I never buy some of them.
Oh, that's fine. Hey. You and I the same. You and I the same. We're in the same boat. We're in the same boat. That
But
season was dreadful, but it's back to international football.
as I mentioned, Argentina looking good, and I'll see a lot of Argentinian fans saying that this is the most balanced team they have seen in a long, long while in terms of the forward line, the midfield, and the defense looks really good, and even goalkeeper. And yeah, to an extent, just that I don't trust Otamendi. If I were Argentinian fans, I'd worry. I don't want to see that man in my backline any at all.
Otamendi is slow as hell.
That's what I'm saying. I would worry.
Win World Cup
But
like that.
but quick question. What I never understand. You know that what's wrong with Argentina producing like a like almost every country got a top world class goalkeeper. Like what do you say? Okay, this guy's like top 10. Oh, comes when last Argentina have like a top 10 in the world goalkeeper?
I can't recall.
I can't recall either. You know what I mean? I know Brazil had one. I know England had one. Germany, Netherlands, Italy. Like every other country always got a top
Some things
world
just not built
class.
for certain teams, you just
Yeah,
understand that. Some people
that's
just
just one of those
produce
things.
more forward, some people produce better midfield. You get me? It's your
And
team
trust
not
me,
gonna produce a full package all the time.
I'm glad they mentioned that in a friend because you know that it was yesterday I was taking keen notice of Boca Juniors and River Plate. They have a couple of young youths on it, man, that I really like. But guess what? They're midfielders and forwards. For instance, you know that Alvarez from River Plate has already signed for
And
City.
you're not gonna get in. You're not gonna get in
Enzo
Argentina right
Fernandez. I
now.
need that dude from
I
Milan.
like Enzo Fernandez, and there's this other youth that plays for them. His name is Santiago Simon. I like that guy
The
as well.
winger, right?
No,
Oh,
man, mid.
he play wing.
He
He
plays
play.
midfield, man,
He
but
play.
alternate.
He play leg. Because if you're in the States, I was watching. You watch the game. You watch the game on Paramount Plus. Watch the game on like Paramount Plus. But just off topic a little bit. I'm just about to say, Argentina league organization is the worst in the world. Like, how can you have a professional division with 28 teams? You know what I mean? And then I'm pretty sure if you watch Argentina, some of them stadium is like, hold on there, a real top class football stadium there. You know what I mean? Like you see stadium like one Bagger Bush place, one ghetto place, one hood place. And I wonder what kind of thing that. I say, yo,
Violent, fam.
I say, and you're wondering like these are things that these people have. So why couldn't we have those in Jamaica? You know what I mean? Because they have so much. Because the team, I think Argentina's Juniors,
Mhm.
their stadium is not that good. Arsenal Sardine, their stadium is not good. A lot of them stadium like 10,000 people, all and dilapidated. If so, like the view is from afar, it looks good. But if you really look at it, the stadium all are dilapidated.
All right, Gary, I can't tell this much. Even the people that control 2018, I'm still there. From 2010, before 2010, I've been a German fan. But 2010 is when I really start to understand football because, as we telling them before, I'm a youngster.
So,
I don't
so
pass.
2010.
2010, 2010,
No, 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 no.
2010. So in 2010, right? In 2010, right?
Listen. When I say understand football, really, brother,
Yeah.
I'm 24 now, brother. Come on.
Oh, you young. Oh, you
Which
young. Oh,
World
you
Cup
young.
was the first World Cup? Which World Cup was the first World Cup?
The
Like
first
what?
World Cup that I saw at my two eyes was 2006. The first one that I
No
understood
man.
was 2010.
Okay, the
Come
first
on.
World Cup. Okay, the first World Cup that I see I was a kid was 1998 when I was 5 years old. But the first World Cup that I actually watched, pay attention to, was 2002. South
Yeah,
Korea.
that's what I'm getting at. The first one that I really paid attention to and understood was 2010.
Wow.
2002.
Why
2002.
serious,
And
man.
then speaking about that Germany game. 2010, I remember I was coming to the States. I remember the exact date when Germany beat Argentina 4-1. I was coming to States, coming to Atlanta on a flight. I was watching the game at the airport, and I saw Muller embarrass Maradona and Argentina, and Messi, I think, cried off into the into the night shadow. I think that's his first retirement, right? That was his first retirement. Then he
Yeah,
unretired and
yeah,
all that
yeah.
stuff. Also, but back to the international football. So, like you said, like you were saying,
Yeah, see, we're now joined by a man that is an English fan.
Chelsea fan.
Yeah, man,
We're not
Chelsea
talking
fan.
about Chelsea right now. We're talking about
So
an English
I was
fan.
I was watching the program a while ago. Just come in and I watch the program and realize the Germans are my talk. So I kind of say, oh, I can't remember say Germany and England are play tomorrow. So I Englishman have come on.
But an
First,
Englishman come here with him teeth them gone, because man make a hungry side beat him,
You
Supposed
hear
to
that
like,
name? You
yeah,
hear
man,
that
think
name?
you're hungry, man, and they
no,
sent
Man, a
you
no,
home.
no.
small shit that man.
First of all, England have a problem. First of all, you Ryan, I don't know what's name me, name me what other country in the world, what other big country in the world would hire Gary Southgate as a manager, as a manager.
Yo, the man is a
I wish.
homegrown in the youth. The man is a
Portugal could say the
homegrown.
same thing about Santos.
At
And
least
he's
Everybody,
Santos
Santos
win
too.
something. At least
Yeah, but
Santos.
that's the same idea he's trying to tell you. Yeah? So,
every
but
every
yo,
team have their little problems, you know.
here's the
Yeah,
Yeah,
thing.
But
that's
I,
at
not
the
I
end of
that's
the
not
day,
find
at
funny.
the
it
end of
so
the day, right? I've seen England hire bigger names and they do worse. So
Here's the
True.
thing I find with Southgate though. Yeah. I mean, he's a homegrown, and I believe with a lot of the World Cup teams, they have won the World Cup with homegrown coaches,
Every team that
yeah,
has won World
everyone,
Cup, it has won with a homegrown
homegrown,
person.
and also homegrown players. You see me? But sometimes I believe like Southgate because where he used to play, he was a defender, and he plays so safe. And now he's a coach. He's so safe.
I agree that he's safe, but here's something else I'd like to put out there. There is no international team now, no major international team right now that plays an attractive brand of football. Germany don't do it.
I agree to an
Italy
extent.
don't do
I,
it.
I'm
PN,
going to agree when you
PN
said
may be the
right
closest,
now.
but them boring. Huh?
I'm
but
going to agree when you said right now.
yeah, but
Right now, I would
Yeah,
agree
man,
with
right now, nobody
yeah,
don't really play no attractive football. International football standard to win a tournament is to be solid
Jose
in
Mourinho,
defense and midfield and attacking going forward.
Jose Mourinho,
But this is
Jose
this is my
Mourinho.
thing, right? This
Pretty
is what
much.
I'm trying to say.
Pretty
This is
much.
what I am
Yeah,
trying to say. I am trying to say that I know most of the guys don't care about Nations League. Not the biggest thing in the
no,
world for
actually,
them.
no, actually they do.
No, I'm
Actually,
not.
Hold on, Jay.
No,
Hold
for
on,
some
Jay.
players, no,
okay.
some players like for De Bruyne who came out and spoke about it. But I am saying, if I was a manager, I am using this Nation League to try a ton load of things. I'm telling you, I am using this Nation League to try maybe other formations and
No,
people
that
in
them a do.
different positions. But him
That's what
still
I
have
was going to say.
3-4-3. G. The one
They're
still
doing
have
But
it.
3-4-3.
you realize that none of the major teams have won their opening Nation League games.
Netherlands win.
I think England may talk about in you.
Well,
What I
other
am
than
saying,
Netherlands, all of
this
them, none of the Spain
this
no win none.
3-4-3
Spain
thing,
draw a two.
Yes, yeah. That's
but this 3-4-3 thing not
Spain,
gonna work
Jordan.
out. Especially when you have Trent to play them type of that now gonna work out, brother.
All right, good thing, good pointer, because I'm going to come to you, Ryan, with this now. I see where Southgate seemingly likes Jude Bellingham, right? However, you see, in order to get the best out of a Jude Bellingham and Mason Mount, 3-4-3 can't be the formation. To get the best out of a Trent Alexander-Arnold,
James,
3-4-3 cannot be the formation.
man,
I
I'm
agree
confused.
regarding Trent because Mason
I'm
Mount
telling
plays in
you,
a 2-4-3 at Chelsea. Jude Bellingham plays in a 3-4-3 sometimes with
No, but Ryan, look at it now. Look at it
effective
now.
what about being
A matter of
effective.
fact, I think I got the
no
perfect formation for England.
I prefer 4-3-3.
Yeah.
Me
But yeah,
personally, but you have to also understand that Southgate has two formations. Remember in Euros he played the two formations, you know. He played the 3-4-3 and the
4-2-3-1.
4-2-3, 4-2-3-1 kind of formation. So he basically goes between formations depending on the opponent. So it's not it's not like England play rigid 3-4-3 because England play more 4-3-3 now than they play for 3-4-3.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, though, Ryan, is that even though Mount and Bellingham has played in 3-4-3 for club, the role that they play in the England 3-4-3 is way different as to what they play for club.
True.
Okay.
And Chelsea are better defenders, yeah?
True. I think
Chelsea are better defenders too.
Yeah. So I got 2 points. I think that in order for England to play, in order for England to really unleash June, in order for England to unleash Jude Bellingham and Mason Mount, I think what they gotta do, they gotta put Reece James and get Chilwell and Whoops Chilwell come back fit, strong, or they could put Kyle Walker instead of Reece James, and they could put
Kyle cannot play wing back.
Yeah. I know, but I'm talking
Trent
back four.
Trent as attacking as Trent is. I'm at me say it here over and over, and people laugh. Trent is not a wing back.
Yeah, I know.
Even though he plays very attacking for Liverpool, the starting position for a right back and a wing back are two different starting positions.
But what I was saying is that England gotta use a back four with Reece James and Chilwell, and then them I'll put Rice. I will put Rice and Bellingham. I pivot, and then I put Mason Mount, and I would try to get Mason Mount and Bellingham to switch sometimes because
That's happening.
Because guess what? Because Bellingham best position at Dortmund is that when he got another number 6 sitting behind, protecting.
Bellingham says his best position is 4, 6, 8, and 10. That's why we're 22. Him add up all of the numbers. That's all we get the 22. Then Bellingham says he's willing to play. He plays anywhere.
Yeah, but
I think he's a better 8. I think he's a better 8. He's a better number 8.
I think he's a better box to box.
Yeah, box to box. Yeah, number 8.
But here's the thing, though, Ryan, and what I'll say to Jay as well. I kid you on that. England going to that World Cup, as long as Calvin Phillips is fit, it will be Calvin Phillips and Rice together.
No, I don't like that. I don't know. I think
Calvin and Rice would work in a 3-4-3.
That's what
I don't see them working in a back four.
Yeah. But I think that because Rice need to stay protected as a 6, and then they could put Bellingham and they could put Mount. And then who would actually play behind Bellingham was real good, but he just always injured was when Chambers was actually fit and playing really well for Liverpool, playing attacking and defensive. Remember when he was playing good and he played a great game against Manchester City? That Chambers, but I think that Chambers is gone. And then I think they should start Sterling, but Sterling that should go sometime. But RK no definite starter.
Brother, listen. I want you guys to stop for a second because people love slander the man. So one, Harry Maguire is a beast for England. Raheem Sterling, main man for England.
Yeah.
The matter you want beat on the bush, nah, drop that.
Yes, them man they start.
Yeah, besides.
That's why the coach always have to pick them man.
Yeah, besides.
Some man of coach is just
if you don't start Maguire, who they going to start?
Yeah, I know. Besides, I can't diss Sterling.
Harold Mings.
Besides, I'm not going to diss Sterling that much because every year in Jamaica, and he go a free party and free shoes and free whatever. You know what I mean? So I can't talk. I'm not going to talk bad about Sterling right here, right? Because every year in Jamaica, go give one bag of stuff. So I'm not going to talk bad about him, right? And then hopefully Jadon Sancho get to play good. Hopefully Jadon Sancho get to play.
Hopefully he get back in the squad. Because right now, Jared Boy never looks so bad on him debut. Him saying a bit nervous, which I can understand.
I can make a bold prediction. Jadon Sancho will be going to the World Cup.
I hope so.
He will be.
I like him as a player. I hope so.
Yeah, my second favorite player. I just wish he'd just get back to form because I think that England could really use him if he's on form. Rashford, if he gets the form, Rashford could use it. But I think that England best finisher, he just get himself in trouble. I'm not gonna mention him, but I think that's England's best finisher.
Mason Greenwood is easily man the best finisher. We all know that.
All right.
This have a smoke screen at on in a Man U show. I mean, I like it, you know.
No, man, that's a make sure I change the tune right now. So Ryan, you keep on talking a star man that you want my side to beat your side. But right now, none of mine to beat me tomorrow. I want England to win.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
I want you guys to feel pumped that, yeah. Remember that the coach came out and said that the benchmark for football right now is still
It's
Brazil.
Germany. Yeah.
It's an
Germany.
image of both of them, right? So
It's true. Regardless.
I want you guys to beat me to build up your ego and your confidence even more in terms of my side that bug and we're not good and all them things. That me want right now. So when I look at it, I think quite a few players are still out for you guys, but how you guys played last game, I wasn't impressed by it at all. I wasn't. Seems like a lot of these guys were jet lag and still probably still feeling
But as I
fatigued.
said, no, as I was pointing out, all of the big six, all of the top 10 teams in Europe
Well, yeah.
this weekend, barring Netherlands, either drew or lost their first games. And the idea that the pundits are throwing out is that France, the French league, the Spanish league, all of those leagues, the Italian leagues, the English league, they just finished them season and the players them tired. Maybe them did start unwind already. I know them have to try. So that is what they're putting out there, and there could be some truth to it.
Hey.
There really could be some truth to it. So I don't know. Maybe they need a game to get themselves back up to speed.
France play to the draw again.
Huh?
France
draw again today. Exactly.
Yeah,
and France need to get. No, we are beat England. France will get beaten.
Yeah, but the funny part about it is
They're my favorite for winning.
Yeah, but France got talent like yours, France got France.
Yo,
like really and
I
truly.
think
France,
they do, but
France just oversaturated with.
We're also overrating some of France's talent.
Fred, what are you saying?
I'm saying if you see the starting lineup, like you glimpse and man in starting lineup. Look at those who are not even in the lineup right now.
No. You're wrong. You know what you need to do? Go look at France under 21. I don't. There's a Kamavinga starting, brother. Kamavinga can't make the senior side, All right. I think you probably know this defender from Monaco, Badia Sheila.
Yeah, they're bad like
under 21. That man there in the farm.
Yeah.
You that Newcastle is about to sign Ekitike.
Yeah.
Under 20, not even under 21. Under 20 that you would play final.
Because Varian get injured, make them have Konate in the lineup, in the team right now.
Yep.
What about Kamara? He just signed for Aston.
Kamara is he has a. I think he's on the bench.
He was on the bench. Saliba
started to them, man.
Yeah.
No, man. Kamara was on the bench, man.
Oh,
Saliba
started,
but
it was Saliba and Kimpembe.
The man them have Kimpembe as them captain. Me tell you, France have some players on the side were overrated, brother.
Griezmann.
No. I don't think he's gonna start. I think he's gonna be Varane.
You wanna bet on that?
I think he's gonna be
Varane. Definitely going to start. He's going back three. He's going back three because he realized him defenders.
Kunde, Varane and Kimpembe start.
Kunde, Varane. I think what's called again? But Theo Hernandez too. Theo Hernandez is the French. Is the French?
No, Lucas. Lucas can play left back or center back, and so can Pavard. Pavard can play right back.
I'm talking Lucas. No, I'm talking the one that plays for Bayern. That's Lucas, right?
That's Lucas.
No. So Theo Hernandez is basically the French Trent. But he's a little bit better defender. And then Lucas Hernandez, he can play left. He play left.
He's better defensive, man.
Yeah. No,
defensive is better.
Yeah.
Really?
Your body's very attacking. But I'm talking Lucas can play.
Trent is better attacking wise, but in terms of defending, he's better.
Yeah, I think Lucas, he can play center back, he can play left back, and he can play
left wing back. Anywhere put him.
Hold on. Who's a better defensive?
Theo. He's a little bit better.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, he's a little bit better than Trent, man. But attacking wise, Trent has that over him. Yeah, even though he's very good going forward, but Trent has it over him.
Yeah. But I think them goalkeeper, like the irony part about it is, I just realized that was Mike Mannion third game. He been sitting on the bench all along because I know they got Loris, they got that dude from Nantes, Lafont.
No. Lafont not get game, brother. Mandanda, the man must start over him. Marseille captain.
More than that old man.
Yeah, but that's who they are. And just like
But remember, Ariola is in the squad, you know. So it's Ariola, Magnan, and
Loris.
Loris.
Yeah, I think the most problem that French got, I think the only weakness is probably like their right back. Like who really starts for them? For the
Yeah.
right.
Right back.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right back. Yeah,
Right back. And that's where you have to stop. Right back. Because the forward line is good, the midfield is good.
I think the left back is good. They just don't got
The
no.
left back is good. They have good centre back players, just that the man that chose the wrong set of players because Kimpembe a bug. And we look at left back.
Brian lose a step. Well, I admit that.
And I tell you about Varane.
Brian lose a step. Brian lose a step.
Varane every day, brother.
No,
But
I think
no.
Remember in the World Cup and Nations League, Varane was one of their better players.
Me not be since about that Varane a bug now, brother.
Yeah. But remember, what about that dude that played for Barcelona? What's his name?
Brother, that come with Langley, brother. Langley a bug. Umtiti bug.
Umtiti them and then.
Yeah, brother.
You better start investing in Wesley Fofana. And then
quality.
Yeah, yeah. So I would invest in Safana.
Ibrahim Kanote. Invest in them.
Yeah, Kanote.
Maxence Lacroix that plays for Wolfsburg and those guys. Those are where you look to.
What about Upamecano? He played for France too.
Brother, Upamecano is a walking mistake.
Yeah, I know. And then
Upamecano is a Kimpembe.
Yeah. That's why.
Listen, Gio. Upamecano, Harry Maguire, and Matthews de Ligt. Yeah, all three of them in the same bracket right now.
What about? Okay, so the funny part about it is, I think Liverpool actually. So back to the front center back. This is a correlation. I think RB Leipzig kind of screw over them old manager because them give Liverpool the better center back. Them give Liverpool Konate.
Over the screw him over when he was one that was going to move to them and actually signed off on the side.
But to me.
Come on, fam. Come on.
No.
Gio. Be realistic. Upamecano was better at Leipzig than Konate. You can't go around that. He was.
Upamecano was better than
No.
Konate at Leipzig.
No. Rashford destroyed.
I saw it. I thought Upamecano got most of the plaudits.
Yes. But
than Upamecano. But when I watch it, I was looking at it and said, boy, so Konate might be better though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you who better than both of them.
I thought Konate was better.
I'm gonna tell you who better than both of them. Nardi Mukiel. That youth is better than both of them.
Oh, actually, he's a French right back. He plays right back and centre back. He plays right back and centre back. But
we're talking enough about the European teams. Let's move back quickly.
But hold on. But a couple more questions, right? Simakan, him all right. But I think he played for France under 20, right? Under 21 team. Simakan, like I'm telling you, man, I don't know where. I know that French I know the reason why French are forced to develop all these talents is because they got a tax bracket. That's why the league is not so good because they're heavily taxed. So French is always pumping out youth, and it's like French is like quick question: how much white player play for France?
Why you going this now?
I'm just asking it. No. I look at the entire global. I look at the entire physical thing. I remember saying in our World Cup, French supply Morocco team, French supply Algeria team, So the amount of talent French have, they must supply all of North Africa, Senegal, Cameroon, Togo.
Can I add to that point?
What?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you see here locally and in St. Martin, you see the French side. When you talk about the pool of players that the French side have, man, it is so deep. It is, and this I'm gonna show you why. It is so deep compared to the Dutch side. Like the Dutch side have a small pool when it comes to players.
Because their population.
It's getting bigger now. But you see the French side, I'm talking locally. I'm not even talking about looking for France or Martinique. This is just French Saint Martin in the Caribbean. It is so deep because listen, parents get so much money when they have a boy child here.
Where are you?
French Saint Martin.
Oh, okay.
What is in Saint Martin?
Saint Martin. That's why what's that the French people say
Yeah.
Saint Martin. They get so much money when they have a boy child. You get what I mean? They have so much pitney. Each pitney you get you, the amount of money you get for each child you get. You get me? And that's why the pool sometimes it is so big. You see me? Because besides that, for a boy, if you have a son, you can't believe that he's for you because really and truly it's for the government.
It's
That's
almost
how they look at things.
yeah.
And that's why they have so much talent to choose from. Because if you should have your son and decide that you're going on vacation, man, when you reach the airport, the amount of things you go under just to go with the child. You get me? So that's the reason when you look at the pool of players that they have, you can't do anything when it comes to a boy child in France or in French territory.
Yeah, it's almost like similar to that. It's almost like when I got my kid, he was born in Yokosuka, Japan. We got just say it's almost in four figures sum for him because the government of Japan gave us some money because they need people, so they just give us some money for the kids. They're like a thank you. Yeah. A lot of countries be like that. They give you money for having kids because they need it. It's not like Jamaica where people pick this bond all the time. You know what I mean? Some place, realistically, it's very hard to get people into. It's like the irony is the richer the people have, or the better their society, the less kids they have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Germany, like they said, Germany have a negative birth rate. Japan have a negative birth rate. Also was told.
And
So
then
yeah,
and then the United States, the Hispanic and the Asian and black is the ones that are having the kids. Like so, it's really a lot of political stuff. That's the reason why they're giving people money. So the money is not necessary for a certain type of people. It's just that certain type of people fall under the category to get qualified. That's why they're getting money.
Yeah.
All right, so other few games that took place. Denmark has won both the games so far. They beat France and they also beat Mr. Press Conference team today. Mr. Press Conference team whooped up Croatia the other day, but they were beaten today by Denmark, and Denmark
and
are
it could have win today. No? If
good.
Arnautovic had taken his chance,
Correct.
chances.
And let's be honest, since he has taken over, it's 2 games and it's a small sample size, but they have been playing good. I hear people say they have the talent and all of that, but yeah, they have the talent, but they weren't playing anything at all before. They weren't,
Yeah.
but
Mhm.
they look good right now.
Conrad
Um,
Lima is pretty good too.
I like that kid, man. But also, what I'm forgetting right now. Yeah, Wales are now part of the World Cup. They qualified. They got the better of Ukraine, and Gareth Bale has put a hold on his
Ghost,
imminently
ghost.
resignation, retirement from
That man
football.
wasn't going anywhere, man.
Yeah, man, they're saying they plan to do it for real, man. Say, I'm
I,
gonna play golf.
I, I don't believe that.
He was not going to leave Wales.
No,
So
man, no way, bro.
But quick question, right? This pertain to that summer, right? I know that commentators like to live in the hype. How do y'all feel about the commentators saying that Gareth Bale is the greatest Welsh soccer player or football player?
there is a case to be made,
It is possible.
but I think there's a good case to be made because
Possible.
in terms of what he has won at the club
For
level,
club level, yeah, it is
and
possible.
he has also been leading Wales for a while now as their talisman and scored
Yeah,
at
but
the
you know
big
that it can be countered easily too. Just like I mentioned, club level, I can say the same man that the
Ryan
Argentina
Giggs.
put him over has won many things at club level.
Yeah, as I said, there's a case to be made.
And then
There's a
again,
case to be made for Giggs and Rush. So for
yeah,
me, it's Giggs, Rush, and Bale.
and
But
let's
then,
look
oh
at it.
man, wait. But look, you have to look on also the World Cup berth, yeah. Because when those two guys were playing, they did Wales reach the World Cup.
I don't think they had a
No,
better
but they
Let's
team.
never
both
have
of
a
them.
they never
Both
have
are a
a
better
quote
team than
unquote
they know.
golden generation to go to the. I mean, Wales now
Very good
they
talents.
have they have Ramsey, they have Rodon who is even in a play for Spurs. They have Ben Davis, so they do have a good core.
Harry
Remember,
Wilson.
remember
Harry
Joe Allen fell
Wilson,
Yeah,
off.
Joe
J-
Allen, even though
fell off.
just
yeah,
easy, man. Just
but they
all
have
I
a good
tell them
core.
one
At the
attack.
end of the day,
Just
they have a
easy.
good core. I mean, Giggs and Rush, I don't think they had that.
But I'm not going to argue. You know why? At the end of the day, Giggs is also part of the reason why they are now at the World Cup. because even though he's currently on suspension, he's still the head coach of them. Robert Page doing a good job as his understudy and as his assistant. But yeah, I think Giggs is still the one who calls the shot. I just believe it.
Yeah. But the
But I tell
irony
you
part
what,
about it is that I think that if that thing never happened with Ukraine, I think that Ukraine would have. I think that Russia would have qualified because Russia have a better team than Ukraine
Russia
and
won't have
Wales.
qualified. Russia not playing good, brother.
Russian
No,
have
no,
no.
I'm talking before. I'm talking about
Whether before or not, if they
Them
won't
never
qualify. They
play
not
all.
going to call, brother.
what about
Wales was always a favorite to go through.
what about Ukraine? I think that Ukraine players. I think that Ukraine dominated that game. I just
Ukraine
think a
was
lot of
They
players
using
did dominate it.
they
yeah,
just
they
wasn't
were
fit.
riding their emotional aspect of it,
But
especially when
Hennessy made some saves though. Hennessy
yeah.
did what Courtois did in the Champions League final. Make
But I
some.
tell you what, this has done for the Welsh players, knowing that it's coming up now to transfer season, of how it raised their stake at the moment.
Yeah, I
You
need
know what I mean? Especially for people like Nico Williams, who Liverpool looking to sell.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's going to the World Cup. That just raised his stake big time.
Facts.
yeah, but there's an irony about it because remember World Cup now we're in summer, but this World Cup are
No,
leading to
brother, come on,
January.
come on. Think, Gio. Remember that people already know that this team is at the World Cup, so these players are going to be World
Yeah.
Cup
And
They
players.
raised the stake. No,
I think that maybe some of these players they're looking to move on to a bigger club, and this is going to be easier to sell them. It's going to be easier to sell them because I think that Gareth Bale he should probably I wish he could go to Cardiff or something like that.
That's what is being proposed. They said that he's going there.
Him and Ramsey go to Cardiff.
I don't know about Ramsey, but I know
no,
about
Ramsey
Bale. They said that
is
Bale is
at
going there.
Rangers, you know.
Ramsey can
No,
retire.
Rangers are let him go, man.
Yeah,
It was alone.
No, I think he was on loan from Juventus.
It was
yeah.
alone,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. So
Cost
yes.
them a lot.
So yeah, so I think Bale should go to Cardiff or he should go to one of the newly promoted teams.
Man, I want to see Bale in the Premier League.
Yeah, man, go on a Bournemouth. Bournemouth would be a good place for him. And
I
go
want
on
to see
with
Bale
Harry
in the
Wilson.
Premier League.
Are at Fulham. But also, good thing for them is that another player that will be coming back for them soon will be the man that I like so much, the Jamaican artist, David Brooks. That guy will be coming back next season, man. I'm so happy for the guy, man, because you know that he had to
They
wait for
can't
the
start doing them.
So
But I remember that Brennan father used to play for Jamaica too, you know.
Brennan Johnson, I like that kid, man.
Baller.
So I'm happy for them, man. They have a lot of young talents coming through, and if you actually watch the championship closely, you'll realize that a lot of their talents played on
Wait,
there.
Brennan Johnson is what? Born in England. His father is Jamaican.
And his
And his
mother.
mother is Welsh.
And there's also this guy that played for Huddersfield in the finals, Sorba Thomas. I like that guy as well.
Yeah. I do be watching a lot of championship. I do be
I watch
watching a lot.
that. I watch that year in year out, boss. Championship, League One, I don't to League Two much. But that's the reason why I could tell a different about some of these Surinamese guys and some of these guys that play for Grenada, because even this dude, Ramin Sayas, that plays in Championship, he plays for West Brom.
I heard
He's
that
from
name.
Caribbean,
I heard
Grenada,
that name.
and some other dudes. But another thing that we have to look at before we leave here is the favorites going to the World Cup. What do we say about them? Because as people were saying,
Argentina?
no, boss,
Brazil?
big world number one.
Brazil. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yes, man. Yes,
For
man.
Germany?
I'm
Number
telling
one
you,
is
Germany about 10 favorite, brother. I'm telling you, easy,
Listen,
man.
it is
Beside-
best for
beside-
Brazil at the moment. It is best for Brazil at the
Oh yeah,
moment.
talk about my side, Brazil. Brazil, we need to stay under the quiet. We
It's
need
the
to
best.
stay
Under which quiet,
You're
world number
number
one.
one in
No,
the world.
Yo, listen
Brazil,
to me.
you're number one in the world. What quiet?
No.
the
I'm
best
talking
thing for
like
Brazil right now
talking.
is to stay
I'm
off of that
talking like
radar.
I'm
Serious.
talking. We don't need nobody's. We don't need. We need people to stop hype we up. We need
That
people
not
to
gonna happen. You're number one in the world.
Hold on, Jay.
What are you talking about?
Jay, which part you watch football from? We don't need 5 up. We no fans themselves 5 up. So you talk
Brazil,
about.
now Brazil, you know? If Brazil rank 12 in our world like Germany, Brazil are gonna still be a favorite.
Facts.
Yeah, man. Because I just the weekend gone, me have some Brazil fan tell me say.
If Brazil ever come out of the top 10,
Hold
daddy.
on, hold on, Jay. Let's find out.
Sorry.
Me have some Brazil fans say them a march come on my workplace when the World Cup starts. Serious. And me tell them say the people them who me go sorry for, are the Liverpool players. And them I go sorry for him. Because I not see Brazil win this thing, Me seriously not see them win this because you see the hype where them always go with and them get dropped hard.
But you
Them
know
get
that South
dropped hard.
American teams tend to look better outside of Europe.
Yes, man, like you say. Me not see them win it.
So,
There's
so, so
there's all
which team you bring, Frano?
yo, me tell you my side, England on my side.
We could have swear to
Gotcha.
Netherlands, Dad. We could have swear to
No,
Netherlands,
why?
right?
Why? Because we live in our territory.
Yes, I
Yes.
forget. Yeah, man, yeah, that's
No,
all.
no, man, me an English fan, man.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
England
yeah.
will win it, me always, if England not in it, I always go for Spain because of the Liverpool connection. That I just think. You see me?
And guess what's for me? Is if Germany now win it, you know my second side to win it
France.
reluctantly, England.
England because of Sterling.
Man.
No, brother.
No,
I
England.
don't like Sterling as a footballer, brother.
Yo, may I show you? May I show you? I think the first World Cup I ever watched was '94.
Mm.
94 was my
The
first
Born
World
World
Cup.
Cup final. The Born World Cup.
Me too. I watched 94 was the first one, but I
Was
never
the
really
first
fully
World Cup.
understand it.
I think Born one. 0-0.
Born
And then go
final.
penalty, right? Then go penalty,
Yeah,
right?
because here's the thing.
And
At the
Rose
time,
Bowl.
yo, may I show you
Rose
how long
Bowl.
me hate Brazil in the youth? I so long me hate Brazil in the brother.
Me too.
From '94 in the youth.
Me too.
From '94 me hate Brazil in
With
the youth.
Dunga.
There's
With
something,
Dunga.
yeah, man,
With
the whole
Dunga and
Brazil
Cafu.
team. There's
Yes.
something about Brazil, brother, that the hype that them go with it, we couldn't stand it, you. We couldn't stand it. And people always, I think them they say Italy as the underdogs and all of these things. And we couldn't. Yo, when Italy losing the youth, as a youngster youth, believe you me vex. Me vex with Italy because Baggio was my baller because me used to carry Inter Milan. You see me? So Roberto Baggio was my baller at the time. You see me? So me never like Brazil from that time till now. Even when Germany get them 7-1 youth, even now me have the picture, me take that picture of the youth. When it come up on the TV screen, me never forget that youth.
Hey.
You see me? So me not like Brazil none at all. That's why I can't afford. That's why I say I'm sorry for the Liverpool players them.
Hey,
You see
hey,
me?
but
Because
hey,
we
but
must face.
remember now, remember now. I know that a lot of European fans think football is all. But remember now Brazil and Argentina, football is life and death. Football come before family. The crazy part about this club
That's
named
South America overall.
Yeah. Remember the club named Flamengo. Them man they lose like 3-4 games, and they play at the Kona Guy Stadium. I know that's embarrassing now, but the man a mature stone for the man and carrying. The football people in Brazil, Argentina, their football come before everything.
But
A
I
God
think
and
because
football.
when it comes to the economy of those places and how persons see it as a way out. You get what I mean? So that's why they take it like that. Like Haiti was one of the places I went and realized football is like the world to people like Haiti. You get what I mean? When we see
You hate it?
people, yeah, when you go to Haiti, brother, and you see people take. I went to watch a match because we were playing Haiti in Haiti, but I think we landed the Friday, so the Friday night I went to see a game. Yeah, because a game was going on, so the bus driver brought a couple of us to see a game, brother. When you see the crowd, it look like people are stand up and people are watching the game. That's how full the place was. You get me? Because people see this as a way out of Haiti. You get what I mean? So they play their heart out, and the man are not getting paid, youth. They're not
Yeah,
getting paid. You see me? And when
honestly.
they talk about the South American places, of how this, whenever them man get picking on you, just to leave the place, them man leave all them parents when them are 14, just because it's a way out of the country, and that's why the fans them take it so serious.
Yeah,
True.
I understand. It. But Levon, to answer your question, even though Brazil is the favorite, I think there's a good chance Germany is going to do
My
really
youth,
well.
easy bun and cheese in a bad man.
I think Germany and France. May I
No,
pull for
no, no,
Germany and France.
no.
All
Germany
right,
and
here
France.
you're right to this thing. If me I gonna put out 5 favorites, they have to be Brazil, France, Argentina, Spain. Who may I miss out?
Not Spain.
May I pick out 5 favorites? And Germany for me is the dark horse right now. Portugal is the 5th favorite, and then Germany, the
Yeah.
dark horse.
Yeah.
Good.
I think what's it called again? I think that spin. To me, I don't know if this applies to none of y'all, but even when Spain did I win, Spain to me never play beautiful football.
They're not
Spain
going
just
to
spear,
they just
Spain
play.
just spear, Spain just spear, pass. And the thing that made me so happy was remember when Spain make over 1,000 pass against Russia and lose on penalty. That was like yes, because we know say yo, we not could make a million pass.
No matter you thought doing a GF, Spain is a favorite right now.
Tomorrow, Germany will show you how good we can see how good Germany.
Tomorrow, Germany will show you that we're not in the World Cup
I'm
conversation.
telling Spain. If
Go ahead,
Spain
Frank.
get a team we can run, daddy. If Spain will get a team we can run, Busquets too old for catch him. Spain not really got a good defender like that right now. Spain not really got no.
which
Look on
team?
Spain defense.
All right, Fran, shoot.
You know which team I enjoy watching? I mean, besides when England and Spain are play, I enjoy watching this team, France. I'm gonna tell you why I enjoy watching France team. I think from 2018, when I was watching them, I believe they have one of the most balanced front to back in terms of team wise and how they are. They are so balanced. Like even if they decide to make a substitution, like the next man that comes in, it's like they never lose nothing at all. You get what I mean? And that's why I like France team so much when they play. You get me? Because it was at that point you could see what's his name? Pogba play with freedom. I mean, besides what people say about him, I rate him as a footballer. I don't care about the other lifestyle, but I rate him as a footballer. But I'm just saying how France play, and I think maybe really and truly they would have done really good with a Zidane as the coach. May I tell you the truth? You know? I'm thinking that they're really good with a Zidane as the coach. You see me? But France team so balanced. Like every time if we go up against France, it's a fear because of the players that they have, the individual talent that they have up front, especially. Like they can hurt you at any given time. You know what I mean? And that's the thing when Messi France team going up against a team, man. It's a fear part. When then you have to play.
You watched France last 2 games?
No, I haven't. But me no worry about them part. That when it reach crunch time, man.
No, I mean, if a team have developed a habit of not winning,
behavior.
you have to watch.
No, but here's the thing.
Take it seriously.
As I said, there are times, you get what I mean, where people just don't perform in these type of tournaments.
France have been dropping some games over the last year.
And you know what, Ryan? Glad that you picked that up. You realize that he basically built the team in terms of the midfield around Pogba and Kante. And if you realize now, Kante is not the player that he was.
Yeah.
So now you realize that he's trying to fit in Chiellini to be that person that Kante was. And if you look at it, he's trying to build pieces together. Where's Pogba? Nowhere to be seen. And I guarantee
there's a reason why he has to go to a back 3. And it also stems with him have to also accommodating Griezmann. Griezmann really should not be starting right now.
And Kunku for me, can't have Bundesliga player of the year on bench for a man when he can score a goal to save him life.
Okay.
The front three for me,
The France, even though they're a favorite, they have some issues.
They have no balls, man. As I was saying, now the front line for me has to be Benzema, Mbappe, and Kunku.
Yes. Jan will start here, but let's go on. Quick question. I gotta ask you a question, right? In terms of team that got the most talent depth, how do you rank your top 5? The talent depth. How much
depth?
Yes. Depth.
Top 5 depth. I'll put England number 1 for depth. If I talk about depth.
I have France as number 1.
Yeah.
I would have France.
No, I would have Brazil as number 1.
I don't think Brazil. I think Brazil.
I'll put England 1 for depth and France 2nd.
That's my order. France first, England second for me.
Here's why I'll put Brazil.
Brazil have depth, but Brazil don't necessarily have depth.
I will put Brazil because of the 2 keepers that they have.
No, man, watch on a friend. When I look at the defense, when I look at the midfield.
The midfield, they really have a workhorse midfield, which is why I want to put them in the top 2. That's the only reason I don't put Brazil.
And look at the defense as well.
The wing backs, the full backs.
I just think their defense. I just think their defense. I just think that Brazil. I agree with you, but I would flip flop England. I'll flip flop England with France. But I would agree with you because Brazil. I'm not really sure about their defense, but their midfield is really good. Their midfield, their forward is really good. Their keeper,
No,
but
bro,
their
we're talking
defense.
about. Remember that we're speaking about depth, you know. When you look at Brazil midfield, give me the depth that they have.
I would say. Let me see.
5 midfielder you name. 5.
Okay.
Quality midfielder. We're not talking about not just short name. Quality, 5 quality midfielder.
Now look at Fred.
Okay. Okay.
No, man,
okay.
Right. Let's be honest. Even though I don't like him, Fred good for Brazil.
Good for Brazil, of course.
Okay. Fred, Fabinho, Casemiro, Bruno Guimaraes, and Paqueta. But Paqueta in the panel level.
Yeah, Paqueta plays attacker for Brazil,
Coutinho is a midfielder,
But he's a midfielder. But he's a link.
Coutinho plays attacker, brother.
No, but I'm saying we talk about midfielder. They are registered as midfielders.
No, Coutinho is a forward.
A forward them play them as man. Even Paqueta forward.
No, Paqueta can
they are
pass.
registered as midfielders.
No, but Ryan, if you look,
midfielders.
what I'm getting at, you know, you see Paqueta this season and even last season for Leon, a forward them man they play, brother.
Right.
Strictly forward. Even for Brazil, if you look at how him play, he's a forward in players.
Yo,
so I'll put Brazil
as midfielders, brother. They're just attacking midfielders who can play on the wing.
Sixth.
Okay.
I'll put Brazil 6 because their defense.
You put Portugal. You put Portugal for Brazil.
What the 5 you have?
What if we have? France. I would have England. Portugal got a lot of young talent, but I don't think they're like. Yeah, and then Germany got some really good defenders.
No,
Germany got some really good defenders and some really differ.
No, fam. My team, I can tell us we have a lot of good defenders.
Schlotterbeck?
Schlotterbeck is the best centre back we have right now. Well,
They
I
still
don't
have
know
Todd.
because
They
I have
still have
Alright, so
Todd.
I'll put Argentina above them. I'll put Argentina,
Jonathan
then I'll put Brazil.
it a miss, friend.
Yeah. So you know,
All right. Germany's problem for me is that they are in 2 periods right now.
the old phase and the new phase.
Yeah.
The old 2020, the old 2010 World Cup squad, and then the new
So they
squad.
are at a crossroad with their squad, right? That is, I don't know how that's going to go.
What do you say? Because the only one from that squad really is Naya and Muller. You know.
How about Kroos?
Kroos not play for Germany
Kroos
again, but
retire.
Kroos retire.
Kroos retired.
No, I mean not just in 2010, but you know you have the man that will come in. Because Gundogan
2014.
Gundogan could have made 2010 team, but he never make it.
Rice.
Right, remember Rice? Yeah.
Remember
So
Brandt?
them man there.
Brandt?
No man, you can't bring Brandt, brother. Brandt still relatively
That's young man, Brandon 26.
26.
Well, no, I'm talking for the day. What about Verts? Verts is pretty decent.
Yeah,
Verts
versus injured. Right
Verts.
Adeyemi.
Adeyemi.
And why
Play for under 21 team, right?
No, brother. Adeyemi is in the senior side.
What about Martiala? I know he played for the senior side. Martiala.
Yeah.
Is he from England?
Yeah.
He could
German born.
but he chose Germany.
German born.
So get praise him since they are all the run keeper and talk about him and sell out.
Okay, so what number would you put Argentina? Like 5 or 6?
About 5.
5. And then to me, Belgium, I'll put them like 9 because
Belgium don't have a generic. But Belgium done.
Belgium
done, brother.
Belgium done.
Yeah, they're done.
So
No, yeah.
Okay, so what-
Jaja.
okay, so where would you put? Let me see. So what team would you say is the top 2 teams? No, top 3 teams outside of Europe and South America.
In terms outside of Europe and South America.
Okay, Europe and South America.
No. Besides the European and the South American teams.
So no Europe team, no South American team. You want
No?
you know, say Africa, you send me for Senegal.
Yeah, man, I like Senegal.
Yeah, man. Senegal.
Senegal.
Yeah, man.
Senegal. What about everybody in America is overrated? USA.
Mexico.
I feel like Mexico just can't score.
Senegal, Mexico, maybe USA too.
What about Japan?
Senegal, Canada, USA.
What about Japan or South Korea?
Brother.
Maybe Korea over Japan.
Yeah, so Japan, not even not Japan. I mean, Soccer. So Soccer just pick up a 5-1 from Brazil.
And then Brazil barely beat Japan like 1-0, but them change them team anyways. You know what I mean? So I think that the World Cup is definitely gonna be a European or South
All
American
right,
team.
but here what though? You see, even though we're here saying that Brazil are favorites, you know that if we're being honest, there's no clear-cut favorite going to this World Cup.
True.
Not for me. There's none either. There are like 5, 6 teams that can win.
Because you know that if you look at the pattern behavior, 2010, you could tell that Spain was going to win that, based on what they did in 2008, right? The German team that won 2014, if you were watching pattern behavior again, you could tell that Germany was a favorite. 2018, you could tell that France had the team to do it.
Brethren, I want before the last 3 World Cups, I got all in as correct. I got France for 2018.
I got that one correct. I got that one right.
Germany
2010.
2014. I'm gonna get 2010 right for Spain.
2010. Yeah, 2010. I didn't really get
Oh,
that
06.
right.
I got Italy too for 06. Yeah, so 4. I've been 4 in the chat right now.
I didn't.
All
I
right,
didn't
now
get
I
that
don't
right.
know who will win this one.
But that boy, boy, I want to know something
Call the World
funny.
Cup, friend.
But boy, I want to know something funny.
Hold on, Jay. Call it, friend.
Me no care what nobody is. Me go to England, me no really business for nobody.
All right then.
I'll show you something. And it was in our favor at one point because of the bracket. Get what I mean? And if they are going to go according to brackets again, I mean big teams are going to go up against big teams. And that's why it gave Croatia the opportunity to actually play the finals. So sometimes it all comes down to the brackets again. You get me? So all of these names that we are thrown there, you'll never know. Maybe Brazil and Argentina book on the same bracket. Then one has to go home. You get what I mean?
So I find it because
it's all about the elimination of where you fall on the bracket.
You know, there's a bracket where they said that Ronaldo and Messi can meet in the final.
Yeah. That's what we're talking
about.
The world.
I don't trust.
The world got pause. The world got.
Hold on. Let me just run through it quickly. So, on one side, you have Netherlands, Argentina, Spain, Germany, Brazil.
Ooh, the side they're rough. The side they're rough.
On the next side is basically weak. The next side you have England, France, Belgium, and Portugal. It's weak in comparison to who is over on the other side.
The side they're rough.
You get where I'm coming from now. You get where I'm coming from with the bracket.
The side they're rough, you know. The side they're rough.
That's why I say it all depends where you fall on the bracket. Because anything can happen where you fall on the bracket.
I think if England and France book a quarterfinal,
they're going to meet quarters.
The winner for that going to go final.
They're going to meet quarters.
But
I rub them out.
But you want to know something funny about the irony about this World Cup and pattern thing? That I totally agree that because a lot of times, if you have seen a lot of, I know that COVID can disrupt it, but normally teams that normally do good at the under-17 World Cup, the under-20 World Cup, the South American Youth Championship, the the European under-21 Championship, and they keep that core group of players. Those are the teams that normally win the World Cup because
this time around.
No, I'm talking about well, I think England was the only unlucky side because remember the Spain team that won in 2008, 2010, they came up together. It's the same thing with the German team.
No, the England team right now 70 under 17 under 20 right now.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's not the core.
Yeah.
Most of the guys that won it are not in the team.
Yeah. But the other thing about it is, I think the competition level that's really good. That's really like one below level the World Cup, like really and truly, other than the other confederations, is the European under-21 Championship. Those teams are now some of them teams are some of them France teams. Who are them defending champion? Which side win? No, you're a side win.
Oh,
you're a side with Adeyemi.
I think if you get.
Yeah. But some of those teams, I'm telling you, like I think last year I was watching it. They are Tushimani, they are Kamavinga. I'm like, man, some of these players they could be playing. I think Kunde playing too.
That's what I'm saying. That Kamavinga is still playing in this current one that is going on.
Yeah.
And this is just qualification.
Yeah. And I was saying, like I've been watching it for a long time. I'm saying like, yeah, man, like these teams actually, their under 21 teams could actually be qualified for the World Cup in CONCACAF and in Asia and in, you know what I mean, some countries. They're so strong. But then again, I think that's just a problem that England have because Ryan and Frano, I just gotta ask you the question. Like the only thing I don't like about England just have a hard time like pushing out top young talent like how Germany, Portugal, and Spain and France
When
do.
they have, you mean like back in the days?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
No.
Okay.
Couldn't be no, eh?
But I think France and Portugal got more
I
top
don't
younger
think
talent
Portugal
than
does.
England.
I think France does, not Portugal.
France.
You don't think Portugal does? Portugal got some pretty decent talent.
Decent. That's the thing.
More
Decent.
than
I think because they got Nuno, they do a player with left back for PSG. He's pretty good. They do Inacio. He plays centre back for
Sporting.
Portugal.
Sporting.
For Sporting, Sporting Club Portugal. Claudio Ramos, he plays for Benfica. He's pretty good.
Average.
No, he's decent. He's decent. And the
Yeah.
Sporting Club Portugal got two.
I do this as a living, the boss. But watch them money right through. If I mention Fabio Vieira, we can get a pass with that because Vieira has been quality this season for Porto. But the rest of them, brother, Portugal is
Brethren, remember now, in the Premier League, the 8 players that got nominated for best young players were all English.
All English. What happened to Fernando, that part of Portugal? He would just fall off.
Who?
He used to play for Benfica.
So
Fernando.
England don't have a problem with young talents now. It's just what happened when they got to the senior team.
correct.
We need to look at.
Or maybe game time. Maybe game time in the Premier League.
No, they're getting games in the BPL, which is why 8 of them could get nominated.
Yeah, right. But generally over the years, that's the thing that has plagued them.
Over the years, that is true. The same thing that is happening to Italy now.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah, and to me, Mr. Ryan, if you run that Chelsea fan, like
I'm a Chelsea fan, brother.
Yeah, to me, I think that Chelsea, y'all need to take back all our young players because Gallagher, Tammy Abraham, Livramento.
International thing there.
Yeah. I'm talking like international. Like if you see, remember a couple years ago, it was Tottenham was really the face of England because Tottenham had mostly all of the English players. Right now, all the English players, most of them are coming from what academy? Chelsea. Most of them is coming from Chelsea. Like real and true. So I got a props due to Chelsea. They got all the English talent. So we're talking about young talent for England. So what England, I like what England is doing right now. All the Southampton, the Brighton, what they should be doing a long time ago. Stop staying with the club and staying on the bench. Go to the Southampton, the Brighton, the Leeds.
Exactly. And guess what?
Come out your comfort zone.
The man they realize say, yo, they can make it elsewhere. Sancho open up a big can of worm for them to say, yo, you can go overseas, go make it. I mean, there were players before Sancho, but Sancho is really the one who really gave the highlight to make them.
Yeah, and Gallagher, them come out of them comfort zone, them go Crystal Palace.
Southampton, Brighton, and that dude he playing for PSV.
Livramento.
No, the man. He's playing for PSV. I think he played for your under 21 team. No, the man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Madueke, no, yeah. He's playing for it. So I think that England. So I correct myself. England do got a young talent. They just need to stop riding the bench at the bigger clubs because I think that was their problem.
Yes.
They just riding the bench at bigger clubs. Yeah, because in other leagues,
that's something I was saying now. Because sometimes I can't understand it. Because I know that you're at a big club and all that.
Why though? Because when you're at a big club in England, it is likely for you to get a call up.
Truth.
And I think you have, and then
that is why I said to you, I can't beat Southgate the way some people beat him because
based upon your contract.
Under him, I have, as opposed to other coaches, because Capelli used to get criticized for it hard. So he only call up big name players from big clubs. But Southgate, as far as I have seen, out of all of the managers I have seen for England, he's the one more willing to call up players from.
Southgate never come from a big club either, you know.
Huh?
Remember, Southgate never come from.
Yeah, never play for a big club. They will understand.
You know the roots. You know the ropes. You know the levels. Man.
So it all come down to the club where them play for, and
Yeah.
that's the reason some of them kind of stick to the bench because if them not get game in the senior team, they can play the under 23 games. Because I think in those games they get mostly 3 exceptions, I believe, to play. So I
Oh,
think that's why they didn't leave at the time. But then
But
now they realize that listen, the football is changing. You get
yeah,
me?
yeah.
yeah,
Like, way
and
more
what I
young
want to pick up on
players.
is guess what I want to pick up on? It was just the other day I was mentioning to some United fans as well that a lot of these youths that they crave about and hype about, some of them just need to leave. That's just the honesty. I remember this guy Ramazani, I mean, and Puishmal. These two guys used to play under 23 games at dirt, and the man decided to say, yo, decide to move on, and guess what? The man them help Almeria qualify for La Liga now. They were an integral part of Almeria making it to there, and
Have to
there is
move
this.
on.
They might farm out a own career for themselves instead of rat on the bench.
Yeah. And then because that's what they do. Because I think there's a difference. Because there's a main difference between Spain. I think that Spain and Germany got the best, right? Because remember, Spain, your B team can go in the second division, right? So and then Spain, remember, you got a squad limit. You got a squad limit of 25 players. You got them 1 to 25, and you can't have just one bag of player to sit on the bench. So they got more opportunities to play. You know what I mean? So and then a lot of times I think it's because of money too. Because almost every because right now, right. If you look at the statistic, Sheffield, where they get relegated out of there, we get 100 million euros. Inter Milan will win the one league, get 90 million euros. So that's why clubs like Aston Villa, where fight relegation, can take a player from Marseille and give them a lot of money. So because back in there, only big club used to pay big money, but in England, no matter what club you're in right now, y'all get big money.
Right.
TV rights, man.
Yes, yeah. So I'm saying,
TV rights to it, man.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
I'm saying,
don't think you were in tune to the show that we were doing the other day now. Ryan and I spoke about it about Burnley. Why I think Burnley find themselves in a depth now. They don't have the TV rights to Holland pan now, so they got instant in a depth.
yep. So that's a good thing with English
And
players too. You know what I mean?
and then guess what too? I don't want to forget it, so let me mention it. Look at the third place playoff to come into EPL. That's the richest game in England.
100 and what?
Richest game in the world.
$100 million.
50
No,
man.
no. Well, it's actually
It's not 100 million. It's not 100 million they get to win the game enough. They said somebody broke it down since week. I don't know which person.
no. I
They
think
were
it's actually,
basically saying that to come into the league, the drawdown that you get, the potential earnings that is there adds up to how much millions. So to come into the league, you get X amount of money. To play that full season, the TV rights added to it, all of those things combined adds up to it. And then
yeah,
and they say also if you drop out of the league the following season, you still get a tranche.
yeah.
So it basically adds up. It's an add-on situation.
Was a guaranteed $200 million
Yeah,
because $100
basically.
million for your first year. If you get relegated, that's why Norwich don't really care about getting relegated because them know say, oh, when them get relegated, them still get like 80% of them league money. Then it drop down to 80, then 60, then 50, then them
Them
stop
are
getting
full
right.
Them are full
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So if I get promoted, $100 million. If I get relegated, I get $80 million. 100, 80, 100, 80. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but I find it stupid though, because why is it that the team that actually win championship don't get that much money as the one that come through the playoff? Just crazy enough.
Yeah, because
No man, they do.
No.
They do.
They
It was
do. They do.
clarified, man. It was clarified this week. They do.
Same amount?
Yeah.
Yeah, they actually get. Yeah, basically. Remember, I was outlining that the winner for the playoff is add-ons. So it's the same thing the first and the second team going to get.
Yeah.
The same money.
It's the same thing.
Ryan, that
Huh?
it's like the system in Jamaica, you know. When they play most points in the league, they don't make a lot of money compared to when they go semi-final and final. You get what I mean? So when they go
I'm
semi-final,
going to find it on Sunday level.
Yeah.
No. Hey, no.
final,
So
you draw a lot more money, you know.
no. So just like Ryan said, the team that win it gonna get the championship money. The team that comes second get championship money.
Yeah.
It's just that the only reason why they call it $100 million game is because the team that lose it miss out on the Premier League.
And that money, yes. The
So the
add-on.
teams that already finished first and second, them already get them $100
Them
million.
already guaranteed the money anyway.
They already got
I
it.
check it.
Yes, and also
We have what? We have 5 minutes to go.
yes, and also have you ever realized a lot of teams that win the championship actually don't do good? It's actually a team that finish second and third do good in the Premier League.
Generally.
A lot of times, generally,
Yeah.
because every year Norwich winning and they go straight back down. Every year Fulham winning and they go straight back down. Realize it? Just realize it. Because I remember I said Brentford. A lot of teams that finish second and third, those are the better teams.
So you're trying to say Bournemouth going back down?
That's not
Nah,
what I'm
man.
saying. No, Fulham.
I like Bournemouth.
Fulham.
Fulham.
So Fulham going back down because they win it.
Actually,
No.
Fulham always go back down.
Why? I hope not.
A Fulham style, man. Fulham a go back down, man.
Fulham and Norwich have an invisible button where them are passed to each other.
Yeah.
When last the two of them play together? But
I don't think that
2016 thereabouts.
probably that was
Yeah,
one last
because
time.
one
Fulham
play
won.
this time, next one get relegated, next one come up, next one get relegated, next one come up. Total yo-yo.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
this is what I should mention, Ryan. I know say your manager gonna Gladbach. That was managing Norwich. Yo-yo manager Daniel Farker.
I'm gonna go back. He never get a work over Russia or some about
Krasnodar, I believe.
Krasnodar. Oh, I believe when the world violence started.
Yeah, man. From the start, the man say, yo, man, take to myself.
Yeah. You know what manager I think that should get a better job? Brighton manager and then to some extent the Southampton manager.
Ah, man, I'm good with them, man. And then go and farm them resume better.
Yeah,
What
but
about-
how much further can Potter go? And bring them to them. This is the highest I'm ever finished now.
Yeah,
Actually,
but which party am I going to go?
yeah, that is true. Actually,
Where?
you know that Newcastle made the best signing of the summer so far. The best signing of the summer. The Brighton scout, the Brighton Department of Football,
Oh yes,
he's the best signing.
Levan and I talk about it,
That
man. The man
Nash shirt is a very
the man is a genius.
genius, that man. That was the man who helped to put England talents
Where they
Premier.
are. Yes.
You see, that man and Steve Cooper, they were miracles for England.
I think Manchester United got one of the guys that used to work for them.
Boyle.
Boy, what do you think? But speaking about the Brighton, do you think he's better than Ocampos that's going to PSG for spot now talent?
Close.
I'll give Campus. Why? Body of work.
Body of work and the Monta club. I think Paul Mitchell is pretty decent too. That play that do for Monaco.
So hold on. All right. PSG need a coach. We'll give it Marino or Gelt or whatever his name is.
Christophe Galtier. I'll give
him.
I'll give it to Galtier if
Who has never won a Champions League match in his life.
look on the size that he had.
No, I'm going to tell you the size. That's exactly why.
He won it with Lille.
PSG normally goes. PSG would want experienced box office coach that fit them ego at the dressing room. You think Galta can manage them, man?
I don't think so, but I like this Marino. I like how this Marino. I feel like the Marino, this Marino will never be loved this much. The only time I think Marino ever got this much love was in Porto, because the Roma fans love him and the young players actually love him. So I think that I wouldn't say.
I think if Galta goes to PSG, it might be worse than Pochettino because the ego's in that dressing room, brother.
But
I don't think it can manage them.
You know that I allow you guys to just go off on a tantrum, but let's focus, man. International football. We'll get into football. So,
sorry.
Go ahead, man.
I was just checking out. The game is going to be played tomorrow. Jamaica Suriname.
No, it's not gonna be played.
Even though the man gone, it's not going to be played.
I gotta run some check and make you know if they're gonna play or not.
Well, and they'll tell me to resign.
Yep.
But that's what the players asked for, so I want to know if the game is not going to be played.
But I hear them never train today. I heard there's one man turn up for training.
Because if it's not going to be played, that's like $30,000,
Yep.
$30,000 what each? Or collectively?
You have to pay CONCACAF. That's a fine.
And then guess what?
Then
if they also do not play the game against Mexico, FIFA will now get involved.
And the team that came, you have to start.
All right, here's the MD Sports saying that it will be played, and this man has a lot of information.
What about Canada? Because Canada the same strike. What about them?
Yo, remember, bear in mind, the president of CONCACAF is a Canadian in the youth. So,
No, I'm asking, so I know that
Hey,
that's true.
they have to be
hey,
fined also. They
yeah,
have
yeah.
to be fined. That's a rule.
Yeah, but quick question. Like, are we talking about international football, right? Are you talking about Canada? Do you think that they should get? Do you think that they should get the same treatment as the U.S.? Because the U.S. Federation, although they say they're doing something good, they said that unprecedented equal pay thing that Canada is trying to achieve. Do you think that
Well,
is
here's the
viable?
thing. You only do that when the women and the men are the same money. US women are make money, are bringing in money. And Canadian women also rank high in women football.
Yep.
So it depends on the amount of money that they're bringing in.
They're
But
asking
then
for 40. They're asking for 40 to 50%.
that
Canada
is
only wants
another
to give
topic
them
for another day.
20% because Canada said they want to build a new training facility. They want to use the money to build a new training
For
facility.
me, I believe in who bringing in the money.
Yeah,
I
who bringing the money? Who bringing the money? Who bringing the money? I'm kind of torn in between it because
No,
right
I'm
now I'm
saying I
saying
believe in who brings in the money and get most of the money.
okay,
That's what I'm saying. But I know
okay.
that the US women were bringing in good money.
Yeah. But I think one of the problem was that the men's World Cup generated the men's World Cup pot pool is like I think over 40 to 50 million US, and the woman is only 10. So the men decided to all the money that they make from the World Cup they're going to share it with the woman.
All right, military good. Tell us who else has resigned because I heard a lot of names floating around. And since as you're a man that is very close to the program and get some information more, tell us who else has resigned because we want to know about all of it. Before I came and I had saw a lot of information.
Kabbalah is still resigned.
Not that I know of.
I don't think so, because I think they begged him to stay. So
Yep.
maybe they had that in mind that somebody will have to go for him to
In
stay.
a parole. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Same can stay.
maybe because I don't really and truly, as a coach, I wouldn't resign. You get that? Because it's just turmoil if the coach resigns. Because really and truly, as a coach, you have to be the leader to actually keep your group together. You get what I mean? So for me, I wouldn't resign.
Up to a point, yeah. Up to a point.
Up to a
Because if
point,
the
of course,
coach-
yeah. But then I said, but these are some of the things that has been happening while he was there, and you know about it. Of course, yeah, I would lead the team out too because I think really and truly, if I sign a contract, I would like to honor it. You get what I mean?
Facts.
So really and truly, as a leader of the team, I would stay on. You get what I mean? And you pull the players together. Because I mean, you know the problems has been going on for quite some time. Because we already know Tappa face some of these problems, allegedly. But
Mm.
really and truly, I would stay on, pull the guys together. As I tell you before, Ryan, I faced these problems already when we were in a foreign country, couldn't get flights and all of these things. But we have to keep the players together mentally and all of these things. Of course, we know it was plaguing them. But it's up to us as coaches to really pull the players together and keep things together. So it is good for him to stay on because I don't know the quitting business because of some certain things that has been happening, especially when you know it's an idea that it has been going on for quite some time.
All right. Fana, I want to ask you before we close off. After Nations League, what next for Saint Martin?
Well, I think futsal. I think they're going to participate in the futsal, the CONCACAF futsal tournament. I think that's next on the pipeline. Besides that, they will keep the same group together because most of these guys are actually in Holland, playing in the division in Holland, in the lower division. So they're going to keep that group together along with the group here. So it's like two different groups training in two different parts of the world. Same, I think they're doing the same thing as Aruba, because Aruba had players in Holland, so they were training there while some training in Aruba. So I think they're going to keep that together and looking for more talent because the youngster are telling him socially they're trying to get him play. You get what I mean? It's very difficult because as you know, they are not FIFA members here. And everybody wants to play in a country where they are FIFA members
Why are they not a FIFA member?
because they are not an independent country like Jamaica.
Oh, they have to be independent. Okay.
Yeah, that's one of the rules that you have to be an independent country.
So all of their match count as a friendly.
No man, under CONCACAF it's fine. Under CONCACAF CFU because they can join CONCACAF and CFU.
But
when
but
it comes to
in the
FIFA,
same breath, Catalonia can join UEFA.
no.
Yeah, in regards to
Valencia,
that, Ryan, where would
independent
Catalona
country.
play? I know it's confid.
I don't
They don't
know.
play. They just play friendlies.
No, just friendlies. They can't play competitive football.
Yeah,
So,
that's what I'm saying. With
so what's the sense
that's
of
what I'm
doing it?
saying. That the equivalent of Saint Martin is not independent. Neither is Catalonia.
Yeah.
So it's the
So
same breath.
yeah. But no.
Same
But here's the thing. Well, all right. The difference is this. Yeah. I don't know about Catalonia if they have their own constitution, but Saint Martin have their own constitution. So once you have your own constitution, you are allowed to play in CFU or CONCACAF tournament, which is competitive tournament. But when
Actually,
it
they
comes
do.
to FIFA level,
Catalona
they
have
have
it.
they have their own
Yeah.
constitution. Yeah, but then again, when it comes to UEFA, then I think they could probably play in UEFA tournament if they apply.
No.
You get
No.
what I mean? But when it comes to FIFA tournament, I don't think they can
Yeah. I
if they
understand.
apply though.
You understand? Because Spain is a little bit weird. Spain, they're actually fully autonomous, but they're still one country. So Catalonia can do whatever they want to do. Bilbao can do whatever they want to do. Valencia, they can do whatever they want to do, but they still rule by the king
Do
of
they have
Spain.
a general law? They have a general, like a federal law or something like that?
Yes.
Okay.
So the thing about Spain as the United States, but more independent.
Okay.
Because you got Catalonia, which is like Barcelona. Then you got Valencia community, which is Valencia.
Yeah, except that when Catalonia want to upon them, own them, fight them.
Them can't do one. It's almost like it's almost like if you're in the States, Florida can basically do almost everything they want to do, right? They can set their own laws, name their street sign, but they can't do everything because they fall under the law. So it's the same thing. But St. Martin is kind of weird because I don't understand how they play in CONCACAF, but they can't play in FIFA. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of a
But
little bit weird.
as I said, you have to be an independent country in FIFA. You get what I mean? And they are not an independent country. All right. I think right now, let me just tell you. That's it. They applied, They applied for FIFA membership, and they got turned down. Just like Bonnier. Bonnier applied and they got turned down. Why they got turned down? Because FIFA said that they are like a state within the Netherlands. Get me? Really and truly, Bonnier is like a state within the Netherlands, but not Saint Martin, because Saint Martin have their own government. Bonnier don't have their own government like that because whatever Netherlands said, that's what they have to work with. Get me? Here is different. So at the moment, it is in front of CAS right now. The arbitration of sports place. Right now, they have it in front of CAS as a hearing. So they're waiting right now for the response. I think it was a couple months ago that they sent in all of that. They went to court up there in Switzerland, do the whole talking and the whole political stuff. So now they are waiting for the response from CAS, and that can take up to 9 months.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so they're just keeping the finger and the toe crossed, and then hope that everything work out for them.
All right, and here's MG Sports was responding saying that the players and coach acknowledge that Wint is a driving force in the federation, so they are shipping him out first. Even Tappa wanted Wint to resign. And he also said that just that Tappa never had the players back in like Paul Hall has. Final thoughts from you guys. Ryan, go ahead.
Well, read the Nation League games, as I said earlier, maybe the thought process that the players from the bigger leagues are actually tired due to the fact that the major teams they haven't won a game, bar in Netherlands. So maybe there's something to look at that. Second thing is right, Rafael Nadal is a beast. That man play like almost 3-4 hours matches leading up to the finals, and went to the finals like him fresh and just walked through it. So I don't know where he get that energy from at his age. Normally, when I was growing up, a tennis player at 30 old, but this man is 36 and still find time to play almost 20 hours of tennis in a competition. So you have to give the man credit. Even though he's the clay and he's the god of clay, he still had to go through some rough
It's a Madrid thing,
some rough games. So yeah.
It's a Madrid thing, man.
All right. Gio.
Yeah, I would like to say, I agree with totally with Ryan when he says that the players are tired from Nations League, but it's always fun to see new talent be shown on TV. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you get tired of seeing the same players playing for the same countries, and it's been exciting for Nations League, even the Concacaf Nations League. You know, sometimes it's some crazy things, and also if y'all haven't really followed South American football, the Brazilian and the Argentine league is still going on. Some still exciting games, and there's a lot of young talent. So please watch
Facts.
that. But I do not agree with you, Ryan. I say Djokovic, he's the GOAT. He's coming. He's 32 and he's young and strong. He's coming. All right.
Djokovic is 35, bro.
35.
35. Yes.
You know what the irony is? He started off later than everybody else.
Yep. But he's
Hmm.
still not the GOAT. There's only one GOAT.
Federer.
Roger
All right.
Federer.
Federer.
All right.
Everybody here stuff for them one go to a tight top tree. I just
So,
saw
Frano, you what I want to do. I know that you don't want to do it, but I wanted to do it before you leave. Give us a name that is coming to the JPL, man.
Well, he's what 18 years old.
Mm.
Um,
Position?
he's a right winger. Uses left foot. Who
Robin.
Who's that?
idolizes? No, he idolizes Messi and Salah
Who's that?
because of the way they play.
Are
Ryan
you from St. Martin that
would
is
have to
coming to
tell
the
us.
Jamaica Premier League?
Oh.
Yeah, but he's diminutive in figure.
Which
Short.
team is he coming for, you know?
That I don't know as yet.
Okay.
That I don't know.
Right,
as yet.
right. Listen, Frano don't want to give that information.
But I tell him name. His name is Wibens Elise. He's actually Haitian background.
We've been Elise.
Hard worker. Very
Right,
hard.
so say he'll be coming to the Jamaica Premier League soon.
Yo, trust me. And anytime you see him youth, you're gonna say wow youth.
Right?
Anytime
That's
you
just
see
like CFAS, eh?
believe
Okay,
you
so,
me. Anytime
okay,
you
so,
see
okay, so Jamaica Premier League to USL to a bigger league.
well, here's the thing with the states and all of that no, you have to go where you have the link, eh? So if you don't have the link in the states, then I mean and this up and may I tell you this yo no, Christoph, anyone that is available, you know, me, I tell you the truth. But I really and truly, the management place have some clients in Arnegard. So who knows?
Anything possible.
Anything is possible. But trust me, when I go see man, I see.
All right. So big up man and man, big up Frano, big up Ryan, big up Gio. Respect for the support, man. And thanks to everybody in the comment section. Military Gona, big up yourself, man. Christoph is still there, big up yourself, and to everybody else on the stream that is still watching, big up yourself, and to producer Joshua, if it's possible, big up. And until we see again, hopefully it will be tomorrow because Kim's running from the show tonight because obviously JSW wins, so in this side, I'm going to head out the show. But he said that he'll be here soon. But big up to honor, respect. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Until hopefully tomorrow. See you guys soon.
All
Yes.
right.